What's good? What's good? What's good, people? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's another good Friday evening here at Blunt Talk NOLA. I want to give everybody a big shout out. Welcome to the show. Hey, Peaches, to one of our uh, forever listeners and viewers. Right, so all our other viewers and listeners will be joining us shortly. If you choose to stay in the backdrop, that's fine. But tonight we're going to be just talking about the black democracy being under siege. Um, like everything is up in the air right now, and the biggest thing that I've been seeing across the board in a lot of what they call battleground states or states where it's majority Republican ran is they doing redistricting or redoing the redistricting maps and stuff like that to limit the power of the black voters. Um, Coming up with new rules for black and brown people, stricter rules and rules that obviously make no sense. Um, as far as going to the voting poll and stuff like that. So that's a little bit about what we're gonna be talking about, man. And hopefully we can come up with a solution to help out the senators who are up there fighting, trying to keep this all from happening. And the Supreme Court basically is saying it's up to the state. Or if the state constitution state is, it's a lot. Uh, so we'll get into that in a little bit. Right now, I am your host P Dot on the spot.
Subtracts in the building.
Boy, South Child 17. Go sit down.
And we all Blunt Talk NOLA. So, first of all, how's everybody week
Yes,
been
sir.
going?
Good.
Everybody weekend. I can say mine's been good, bro.
That's good to hear. Hopefully, everybody continue to have a blessed and happy, prosperous week in the weeks to come, in the days to come, months to come, years to come. Um, what up, DD504? Welcome.
DD.
Uh, so anybody got anything they want to throw up for any other news so we can get rolling? I don't have to go first. Y'all know I got a bunch of shit I've been seeing all over the place, man. Oh well, if nobody wants to go first, then I'll take one. I'll just use one.
Longest. You need to go first.
All right. Well, this is actually something that just popped up on my timeline earlier today, man. And I thought it was weird when I heard what they said. So listen, I don't know what they was exactly talking about when it comes to this, but it happened on C-SPAN, and so it's the new corporate Norway corporate billionaire David Trone just dropped a racial slur like that. So let's check this one out.
It's never, ever once been a consideration. So this Republican jigaboo that, it's a tax rate that's stopping business investment, it's just completely faulty. People have never run a business. It's never, ever once been a consideration. So this Republican jigaboo that, it's a tax rate that's stopping.
Nah, I've never heard, unless it's a so-called black Republican that he's speaking about, dropping the jigaboo line. So
Is he
there's
talking about a
no,
white man?
yeah, but even if people talk about a white
I'm
man,
asking. I don't know.
oh, I
I
don't
don't know.
know
I'm
who you're
asking.
talking about neither. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, that would
uh,
put context of what you're trying to figure out, right?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, who was he talking about? But I think the big thing that he's saying is just the fact that he used a
You
racial
play too
slur like
much.
that
He not supposed to say
was
jigaboo.
no.
That's what it is. Jigaboo is an old racist word. He not supposed to use it toward anybody.
so I don't think it was.
I'm
okay
asking.
for him to do
I'm
that.
asking. What's your, you know?
I don't think he's supposed to use it, but I do think I would want to know who the person is that he's using it against. I would say that. Or calling it.
Hey, I'm asking. I don't know it, man.
Okay, so the first comment that came up was from Praise Cameraman. It said this moment completely blew up.
Okay, you ain't gonna
online
answer the
after
question.
Trump.
It's
What
nigga
was the
move right
question? I'm
smooth
sorry.
past that motherfucker.
No, I'm sorry. What was the question?
Oh, shit. Holy shit. Was it about the word? Like for you? That's what you're trying to show us, like,
Yeah.
just him
like,
using the word.
using the
Okay.
word, but like when you sitting up there and you having to go before congressmen, senators, so on and so forth like that, knowing that this is going to be seen on live TV or TV period, in an age where they're not trying to censor too much anymore.
His old
You
ass
could-
use jigaboo.
You could use free speech, right? As one of the other comments said, I thought free speech, but at the cost of saying something that is racially motivated, like jigaboo, like
What I'm saying, we don't know his motivation, but the word is taboo, right?
yeah,
Because we still don't know what color he is. You see what I'm saying? We still don't have a lot of
we still
information.
don't know the
about
color of
it.
the person that he's talking about, right?
Yeah, so it can't be. But wait,
He got to be talking about a black person, though.
You know what?
I assumed it too. I mean,
I didn't know. I didn't.
Who
think.
was David Trone speaking about?
and
when
what does
he
jigaboo
made the
mean then?
jigaboo
If he
phrase?
gonna use that just to be using it, if it ain't a black dude, like this is crazy work.
Okay, say the phrase was actually made by a Maryland congressman and former U.S. Senate candidate David Trone, not David Trone. He was speaking about Republicans and their economic tax policies during the House Budget Committee. And this is coming from Google, so we know this can't all be exact truth.
So it's okay for a white Democrat to call a black Republican a jigaboo? I think that's something the Democrats should be concerned about too, huh? You don't think so? So if you Republican,
no, I was looking at something else. I wasn't whether you Republican or Democrat, like if you gonna call somebody a name, be like a person who has no
like you say, especially a
knowledge.
racist name, right?
Yeah, you like damn.
And your organization
can't say
is supposed to be especially for minorities and black people.
so on and so forth.
So why would you have somebody in your organization, even if that person is a Republican, calling a black man a goddamn jigaboo? Why would you have that in your organization, Democrat? These questions and more on Blunt Talk.
Wow.
I don't know. Like I said, I still don't know if he black or not, but I agree with Chop. I think he is.
Definitely.
I could be wrong. We could find out who he is. See who he talking about.
It's contrary motion. They can't use ignorance here. Everyone in this generation knows exactly what that word means. Fact. I'm trying to scan through the comments to see if there was somebody in particular he was talking about.
Everybody in the world don't know what that word means, man. You got to go look it up for you. Go look stuff up first, because we know how it's being used. We know how it's being used.
Somebody said
they call you black, but we not black though. So that's what I'm saying. You could use a word for a certain shit. That don't mean that's what it means.
I think jigaboo, that's the, you know.
All I'm saying is let's find out what it means first. Let's see what the exact definition is, and then let's figure out if this man is black or white, and how his old white ass is using it the way he using it, and what y'all think he mean by it. Now that you have all the information.
Jigaboo. Jigaboo is a highly offensive racial slur used primarily as a derogatory term for black person. Originated in the late 19th century, early 20th century, used in the United States. It is widely considered hate speech and a severe ethnic slur. So we could only presume we could only presume that he was talking about a black Republican.
So my question again now. Why the fuck is white old Democrats still calling you jigaboos and shit?
Yeah. And then turn
Why
around
is that not out of order, sir?
Then holler later on, it was a slip of the tongue. How something like that be a slip of the tongue? That means you had that word in your mind and you use that word a lot. Because you don't slip up and say something that you don't say very often.
As a Democrat, dude, he's supposed to be fighting for ethnic people. But you use an ethnic slang against an organization that you don't agree with. All that shit go out the window, huh? When I don't fuck with your gang, huh?
Fuck this jigaboo.
I'm racist again when I don't fuck with your people.
It sounds like
it's crazy work.
That's definitely what it sounds like. Fuck that. I don't like what that jigaboo.
Fuck that. Yeah, this jigaboo nigger going along. You might well say that after it. With the heart he are. He going along with that shit. That's the problem. We all supposed to be free to believe what the fuck we want to and rock with whatever the fuck we want to. That's the fucking problem, white people. Whether you believe it's good or not, you can't control every fucking thing. Stop acting like you down with me and you be doing that little slick shit and I'm supposed to go along with that too. You just as worse as the jigaboo Republican you talking about. You just as worse as him. And it came out.
In grand fashion.
Just like P said, you been saying that shit, nigga. You been talking like that. You think it's sweet now. So you doing it out in the open. You think it's sweet now. So you doing it out in the open. Because the nigga ain't tell you nothing in 20 years. You think you good. The fuck out of here, man. Don't hit me with the subtle racism and think I don't see it.
That boy said jigaboo.
Ain't no motherfucking England actor, nigga. I'm from America, nigga. I know how this shit go.
And look, Silent, I found this after I found this earlier today. This go with your topic from last week, but I found something else too that that they were talking about. Damn, wait, I hope I still got it. Do I still have that one? No. It's somewhere in one of these videos, man, but I had definitely found something that went with what you had talked about last week with the or was that me talking about the LSD thing?
Yeah, that was you. You was telling us about the drugs and shit.
Oh, yeah. So this I'm trying to figure out how this nigga made this shit happen. Y'all watch this video. Because I watched it and I still didn't.
My girlfriend at the time would come to the prison and she would have a balloon with a variety of psychedelics in it. She's got me running, trying to find her. When we got up to be allowed our one hug and kiss, she put the balloon from her mouth into mine and I swallowed it. I had to shit it out and I had to clean it up and then I had to unwrap it and then I had to figure some way of dosing it out.
He started running sessions in the cell.
Nigga had a whole
he would operation do it after lights out. He'd open the door to his locker where he had a picture of Ganesh pasted in the door, light a candle, and he and the other folks who were getting high would sit around shielded from the guards' vision as they walked by.
Candles in this bitch?
I mean, he's a great session guide.
We formed a 8-man psychedelic cell, had a mafia guy in it. He took acid with us because he wasn't a pussy. As he came out of that session, he said, "Hey guys, you know, that's the first time I've been in church in 30 years."
Nigga say church.
I began to monitor the delivery of food. Somehow I got some LSD in there, and the word got out.
Nigga get LSD in the food.
Everybody would rather take LSD than be just sitting in jail, right? We got the whole the prison stoned. This is what freedom is really about. It's not about not being in chains. It's about not having your mind enslaved.
This nigga doped the whole fucking prison. What y'all thoughts on that one, man?
That's fucking dope. Shit.
In the literal sense, I'm right.
Yeah, shit. I ain't about that.
Nigga had LSD in that bitch all in the food. Bitch, you gonna get high one way or another in this bitch. But that kind of goes with what I was looking at, man, because like I said, after they lifted the ban for the ban on psychedelic drugs in so-called name of study and research and so on and so forth, why a new company popped up or a new do I say company or do I say research organization? Or new research group just popped up and they vied for funding from the government to study their new psychedelic drugs. So I'm like, man, motherfucker. And I kind of felt like that shit was coming up, but that's all I had for any of those news, man. I just wanted to put that up there. Try to get some reaction, see what people think about that. Hopefully we do get that. Anybody got anything else for the news?
Yeah, I had one thing.
All right.
So, like 58 seconds, just a message. Quick message, right quick. That's it.
I'll pull yours up right quick, though.
It's insidious, but it's there, is the notion that somehow white people are to be obeyed, respected, and looked up to by the slave.
Particularly when the white slave master has a whip and a gun to the slave's head, particularly when this image is presented in such a way that the black has no option. The black cannot believe anything else, cannot even express anything but the quiet inner pain of seeing the inconsistency between the whole teachings about a God of love and somehow the Bible is being used to keep them oppressed and feeling negative about themselves. And that is a tradition that we have received in America, and the average white person needs to be instructed on these matters, not just young black kids. The average white person in America is as misinformed and miseducated as the average black person. And I think that this is a very substantial issue in all of the colleges and universities of this country.
This is a very substantial issue. Once you learn the game and learn how they're actually moving the pieces, then you understand what racism is and how they use it and how it is systematic. You got to look at both sides. So Somebody has to be inferior. Somebody has to be superior. Who they decide to make that that side is that side. That's who that is. And this is how they play the game. They're playing both sides. So regardless of what you think they might know or they might feel about it, they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Because to entertain this shit, they're just as ignorant as you. They're playing both of you. We've seen this. We've did studies and shit. We didn't watch documentaries on our channel about how other foreigners used racism to make it in America.
Right.
The inception of television, motion picture,
Music.
like, come on, man. Like ghettos themselves were complexes set up for these people, which now holds in a whole nother community now as a bad thing. Ain't that a bitch? See, people don't really be sitting back and looking at the big picture, bro. Motherfucker looking at what's right now, what's here, what they saying, what's going on, why they never even realizing and paying attention to who's all being played. How this shit is really being played. Look at the bigger picture, people. Even with politics. So before we get into what we about to get into tonight, look at the bigger picture. See who's being played. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? I'm gonna say, why is it happening the way it's happening? Why is it happening? All these things should be questioned before we come with what we believe or perceive it to be. Because a lot of this shit has been spewed to us by the same people we speak out against. So we'll be giving information. Like I said, it's just a message. So we'll be giving information. Just be careful.
Please.
and walk with consideration. Because you never know how this shit really goes. So,
All right. What you got, Chapo?
Let me see. I got something. I got two right quick. This would be quick. I ain't been laced up. This is something that, you know, we talked about on the show already or whatever. This is just crazy to even be happening in America. But we did talk about before, I think that was Silent brought up the little stash houses, not the stash houses, the little, what you call it, the people had set up police stations. They got their own police in certain areas and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. Silent was talking about that time, but yeah, that's just crazy. That's crazy.
California mayor resigns after admitting to being a Chinese government agent. Yeah, you might have to blow that up so we can read that. See what they talk about. I saw this, I just didn't read into it because how do we have all of these people that work in our government that are not?
Because I can answer that question. I know what you're gonna say. The problem is we not for America, like as Americans. Like we be so ready to give an olive branch to somebody else instead of making sure we get what the fuck we need, and then maybe we can start, you know, helping this person.
Passing out olive branches.
Like, as long as you helping other people and not giving the people that you getting it from, that shit, you know, the people gonna get tired eventually. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's how they get in, bro, because they want to be. They let these people move into their communities. They stay there. Then after staying there for a minute, now they can run for these offices because they've been a resident for long enough or whatever. Everybody, like I believe that it's more a government agent. If it's not, if they ain't Chinese, they might be fucking Russian, might be whatever. We watched
Ukrainian.
we watched the fucking the British actors talk our language and then do interviews in their language. That's how good them bitches could talk. So they could talk to you, you ain't gonna never know. You see what I'm saying?
Right. They've had time enough to study.
But let me see.
But that's essentially what it boils down to, is the fact that they had more than enough time to study our lingo, our mannerisms, and all of the things that make us who
Yeah, I
we
seen
are.
this, Chop. Ain't nobody talking about this. It's more than that though too, Pete. Do you know they push our culture,
Yes.
with the quotations, to other countries. They sell our culture to other countries.
And we get none of it.
Oh no, I ain't worried about getting nothing from it. What I'm saying is the image of a black man and a black girl. You could do that to white women and shit too, but our shit is so separate in their culture, and they see the difference, and they actually have a whole genre of a culture over there in Japan, China, and other little small countries. It's other smaller Asian countries and shit over there. Yeah, and they do the whole black bit. They wear the clothes, whatever coming out, the new shit, the hairdos and everything. They even drying their hair out so it can look like a fro and shit, getting the high tops and shit.
Yeah.
So it's the reason why I brought that up is because it's not like she had to go to school and shit to learn how to be a nigga or to talk like a white person or something like that. You get what I'm saying? They're already getting fed and embedded that shit into their psyche when they gotta come over here anyway. Even before they come over here, that's damn near recommended for them to learn the American, with that.
Black
it's how they used to put. They kind of used to push that. They kind of used to know. They learned that from TV and shit. I'm talking about as far as speaking the language, American language, like English language.
Yeah.
That shit is mandatory for a lot of them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, young though, young, like not like they do us.
Elementary school.
They wait till in high. Yeah, they start young with them with that shit. So just learning black culture too, like I just told you, like TV and advertisement and fashion, like I said, sports and these things that they want to portray us in, entertainment, the goofy, the jigaboo, like the nigga was saying, those type of characters, smiling dance ass nigga, all that shit. They get all that type of racist ass culture over there, Pete. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like all that shit, all that stereotypical black man shit, they get that over there. With the good shit too. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So they don't know how to differentiate what's good and what's bad because it's all just black culture to them over there. You see what I'm saying? They're taught to be just as racist as the American motherfuckers who's sponsoring that shit over there, basically. Yeah. It's crazy work, but I heard about this shit, man. I'm not surprised though, Chuck. Remember we found they was holding their own police stations in these in these cities.
I was just saying that. Son. We were just talking about the fucking police stations, but they have a treaty with America already too. So
exactly.
It's a lot of shit in that treaty, so they can't break that treaty. They know that. So it's like, but they still could place spies and all that type of shit, I believe.
Yeah, they all do it. They always try to talk about the Russian situation, but other players is getting involved with this. They already picked their side. That's why they got the NATO shit set up and all that. That's what that is. Like it's like the game. It's like the family of the gang.
Mm-hmm.
All the countries is the gang. Like NATO is the. You see what I'm saying? The whole shit.
Table, yeah.
Yeah, like they sit down together and shit, and they tell you who was on each side. We looked at that chart too. I don't remember everybody who was on each side, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So they play them type of little games too with that shit. So you definitely gonna have the agents, and I'm surprised that not more people. I'm surprised, not surprised that more people is not talking about this job. It's crazy work, or at least trying to break some more of this shit down. You see what I'm saying? So. Yeah.
I think the potential risk is that they know if they start exposing stuff like this, that all of the Asians that's in political power right now, as far as like local politics or in local law enforcement, government agencies, anything like that, there would be a lot of flashbacks.
I think that you don't know. And I think that this shit should be national rules. Like this should be talking about. I do understand that the redistricting and all that shit is top priority or whatever. But this is national news. Like we should be. Like if I was the leader of people, I would want my people to know that this type of shit going on. Now, are my people going to attack all the Chinese people to see if they fucking spies?
For the CCP.
You see what I'm saying? No, I don't think they're going to do that because one, they got the police, you know what I'm saying, to make sure they stay straight. And two, it's going to be citizens that's going to stand outside the people and say, especially if they're good people. So, I believe, especially like, because they got some of them that have been here for years and they like, fuck, even though they're from another country, they're American. But it is what it is. But, I do believe that it's a lot more than motherfuckers know. Like, I believe if she got the mayor, then it's a governor. If they got a governor, it's a fucking senator. It's a fucking head of an FBI or fucking, you know what I'm saying? Something.
It's a coup in America. White people talking about that shit now because they people turned their back on them. See, they was supposed to be a part of all this shit. Well, white people seeing they get left out behind too. So now they want to tell us that it's a coup. It been a coup. Germany and all the motherfuckers over here. What the fuck? Jewish Germans and Indians and India and the Middle East, all y'all Afghanistan. What the fuck? Y'all all y'all over here. The hell is we talking about?
We all learn about each other, like you were saying, Silent. From
yes, TV. They have a lot of agents. They all at your corner store and shit. They clone Tyrone. Y'all ain't paying attention.
They ain't paying attention.
These motherfuckers is everywhere, y'all. It's not just Chinese. They been had Chinatown in the Wallers, y'all. What are we talking about? This shit crazy. Just think about it, fellas. This shit goes back further than we would actually believe. Like they found her down bad because some shit had got out, bro, obviously, to the wrong people. Yep. She been playing this shit off, man. She got 10 years for the charge.
That's all.
And she going home, man. Come on, man. She gonna get extradited right back to China. She did her job. And it was to do what? Look what it say, y'all, to do. It said to promote propaganda about the People's Republic of China in the United States. Just to make them look good. That's it, fellas. And they put her life on the line for something that petty. You see how deep it get? Just to make them look like they better than what they probably is.
Right.
or just to promote them. You see, look at it. That's what it say. That's it.
And
That's
I've heard about the CCP.
This bitch the mayor.
The Chinese.
What y'all dumb ass? Look how y'all being fed. Y'all people fall for anything, bro. Oh, she cool. Yeah, we know she Chinese. We got Chinese around the corner. We love their food. We so silly. Be simple. We don't want no credentials from nobody. We don't know where you came from. But don't get their business or none of that shit, bitch. But they're good white people, as long as they ain't black, dude. That's how stupid. That's how stupid this shit is, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. For some reason, bro, people getting fed fucked up information, bro, and they running with it. And motherfuckers could just be mayors and work for other countries. I thought they didn't want us to do that. We just say United States couldn't do it. You know, we got agents over there too, then, I guess. They look like them.
Not the way they make it look in the movies. They make it look like them bitches know you sending somebody over there before you send somebody over there.
All right, but your Tom Cruise, though. Who Tom Cruise is? Mission Impossible in there, man. Black. Why you think they make all them little movies and shit, man?
You can't get all
black man. We over there too. I'm telling you, bro.
Definitely
this shit
over
crazy.
there.
You can't get
that nigga got spies and everything.
Together. This lady and fucking, like you said, risk her whole life.
Thank you, Ron. I gotta go sit back in federal prison for 10 years, y'all. My commissary better be straight, Kim Jong-un. The fuck wrong with you? Kim, don't have me hanging like that, though. I better be straight.
She gonna be in that bitch canning cigarettes and all that.
They got coordinating with individuals in the U.S. to spread the pro-Beijing message without notifying the U.S. Attorney General as required by law. The conduct occurred before Wang took office in Arcadia City Council in December of 2022, but she continued.
Look at that. They so stupid. They done went dug it up.
She continued serving while facing these charges, U.S. Attorney said. So here's the thing. That means the U.S. dropped the ball too, because
that's what I just said. That's how stupid they is. They had to go back and get her.
If she was still serving while y'all knew she had charges on her,
they wasn't worried about it until she disagreed with that.
Yeah, that's
y'all know she an agent, huh? Y'all know she an agent, huh? Yeah, let's bring her in.
Sound like some real shit.
You ain't gonna go with this shit? All right, but let's bring her in. Like it. You're not doing your job. I'm just saying, bro. Motherfucker, if you're not from here and but you got power to run shit over here, you're gonna do what's best for you and your people. And nobody else. That's how some people think, bro.
You know what?
That shit's sad, but it's true.
It's definitely true, because I done seen it. And they sit there spread that mumbo jumbo talking about that they are party for the people, or they running for this particular position in political section or political government for the people. But then the first thing they wind up doing is doing something for people of their kind and not all kinds.
Not only that, dude. It like you're saying. Think about it when it comes to black people. Now think about that. Should you be doing everything in your power to try to do that for your people, knowing these people go to these type of lengths to do it for theirs? But for some reason, we in this goddamn loop. This lady is a mayor and everything, man. Come on, man. Negligent. Why they people? Shit, everything has a reaction, bro. And hopefully you're supposed to be doing the best use with your power and your ability, bro. You're supposed to be doing the best with that. That's what I believe, bro. And I think that a lot of this shit that's happening, bro, is based off of bad fucking reaction. I'm gonna say bad shit that people was doing, bro, and they weren't supposed to, and now they having the reaction is coming back to they fucked up ways and they fucked up situation, especially a lot of people in office and shit. Like you say, y'all found out that she did this a while back before she even got in office. So y'all was promoting and everything. Y'all already was fucking with her. Don't act like you wasn't fucking with her.
Exactly.
What she was, a Democrat or Republican?
Oh,
no, I'm saying, what's her political?
That's Democrat.
Yep. You're probably right, chop. I give you 99% right too.
Yeah, that's good. California is Democrats, but I'll check.
Asian, ask a black. That's the page. My bad.
I'm betting.
Democrat.
Ellen Wang.
Democrat.
Yeah, yep. Ellen Wang. Wow. They gotta stop the madness. We gotta stop listening to everybody. We listening to agents, man. Like my dog, what's that they used to say, Chop? She's an agent. She's a goddamn agent. Chop, she's doing what's best for China. Through the black neighborhood. Ain't that a bitch? She's an agent. She's a goddamn agent, man.
The line
motherfuckers don't like this shit. This shit crazy. What the fuck is she doing in the office?
She was both.
Wait, she ran the Democrat.
She was both of them. Look.
I'm going to my next one, bro. I'm going to the
she was both. That bitch working. That's the hardest bitch in China.
That's the smartest shit in the world. That's what it is.
Oh Lord.
Smartest shit in the world.
Look at this shit. She hit both sides. She did the whole king caboodle.
A former Republican, Wayne was.
She went from the what to the what?
Affiliation.
Sure did.
To the Democrat.
Before 2022. That's what it said.
That sounds like what you were saying.
It's right up under her face.
So since you don't want to ride with the Republican Party no more, we gonna go ahead and put these charges on you, right? Since you won't be a Democrat now.
No, yeah, she in the building. Yeah, her motherfucking web didn't work no more. I'm telling y'all, they went and looked that shit up, man.
Okay, well,
bitch, you can't be doing. Bitch, you supposed to go along with this, bitch. Now we let you be Democrat, bitch, but you supposed to go along with. You see what I'm saying? She's an agent. That's what agents do.
She did.
They act like they other motherfuckers.
I gotta give it to her, bro. Fuck all that.
She doing her job. I'm trying to tell you, dog. They get that bitch an A for effort, man. They got you. US, you got US. Yeah, she got you.
Was fire, son.
America, you gotta swallow that.
America, you're down one, bitch.
Yeah.
Right now.
Shit. Republican or Democrat, I chopped that motherfucking eagle going down, nigga.
That's a hit.
The ship is.
Yeah, that's a big hit.
He got hit in the back just now. This shit crazy. Ricky!
Mission Impossible, y'all. But I think they knew, though. That's the.
But anywho,
man, I think they knew, bro. Man. I really think they knew, because there ain't no way you gonna let her get away with no shit like
it's that
one
person.
And then she said,
it's that one
well,
person.
I don't want to be a Republican no more. I want to be a Democrat. Oh,
definitely that one person. This is my second one right here.
This should for sure be an eye opener for all the YN. What happened here?
Yeah, that's the dude that got caught up with that murder of Julio.
Things like that. Do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes. With my experience, not only just in classification, but as former warden and even as a jail administrator, he's someone that's young. He's healthy. In reality, we need that labor. We need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work, because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them. since they are young and actually can do the job.
Bobby from
And we talk about
Punjabi.
life, and based on Mr. Gathwright's age, physical abilities, things like that, do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
They about to slam all the ass and send them to work. But see, this is what I was talking about when I say they need this to happen, because crime was going down everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just in New Orleans, it was everywhere. Crime was going down. Less people was going to jail. Period. Just period. They had so much shit, they had to change the laws to start locking people up, right? So they did that first. Now they locking as many of motherfuckers up as they could. Because they need people to do that time. That's why they super slamming you for something, and they saying your time mandatory. So once they get that mandatory time out you, they can say, oh, all right, look, Tulane and Broad overcrowded. Let me send them to Angola.
Yeah. Streets is a myth, fellas. It's a lie. It's not real, y'all. Do something with your life.
You see what I'm saying? They really could do that.
If you're not good at selling dope, start selling dope. Stop.
If you got beef,
you're not good at crime, stop doing it. Do something else. You're not good at it.
At all.
You shouldn't be doing it.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just, period, bro. You don't know how to mop a floor? Stop mopping the fucking floors, bro.
Putting all that goddamn water down.
You don't know what you're doing. You'll find you something productive that gonna benefit you, man. I'm guaranteed it's gonna get you out of that depression of fuck shit that you think you gotta go through to keep whatever you got. That's all I'm saying. Rich or poor. That nigga done threw his life away, around. They talk to him. They talk to him like a tool just now. Like he was a brand new a brand new Black and Decker.
A nigga said
we got an aging prison population. We need them bodies in there. We need the youth in there. We can put them right to work. Ain't no fucking way. You about to literally think about it. When they decided to do that vote, talking about should slavery be kept in a legal sense in the prison, everybody voted yeah for that shit. Should the term slave still be used? Everybody voted yeah. Why? Why would you vote yes for something like that? Oh, well, it only applies to those that's in prison. Nigga, what you said, Chop? They started changing the laws to lock motherfuckers up. And then when that stopped working.
But these dudes is killing people though, not. They not. So what do you do about that?
So I get that for them, right? But what about the citizens that aren't out there doing that and you getting slammed and thrown in prison for shit you still didn't do? You see what I'm saying? So for the dudes like this brother here that went out and actually killed somebody in cold blood, that's
called slipping through the cracks, as they call it.
You know, you get what you deserve at that point. But to lock or change laws to be able to lock more people up just to keep them in servitude for the state or for whatever, nah, dude. Like there has to be a line.
Yeah, but that's not his situation. I was just speaking on his situation. Yeah, I'm talking about his ass. Like they just being raw with him. To be honest with you, you was involved in a murder, dog.
Yeah.
That's what you did,
man. Crying and shit.
So now the state, they just keeping it real with him. To be honest with you, now you're gonna be used as free labor, nigga. Or however much I gotta pay you for cents.
You about to put all type of signs up and.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like it's like a keep it real moment of him saying that to let other hopefully that just scare some of these other children to stop doing dumb shit because it's not worth it to make it seem like it is. When you gonna do more time than that money you making out there.
Hell yeah.
They gonna make way more money off you
than you would have made yourself.
Yeah, if you ain't got no $1 million plans, bro, leave that shit alone. That's all I'm saying. You're not good at it. Put it down. You can figure it out. Just have more. I just want my little brother just have more pride in himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't need all that extra ass shit to be you. You know what I'm saying? And make it. And to be something or whatever y'all want to call it. You know.
Pride and discipline.
Don't gotta do all that extra ass shit, man. To make no fucking money, man. Stop letting niggas tell you all that shit. That shit dumb.
That shit retarded.
You done killed this fucking man on candid camera, child, all on Tesla cameras and shit. Y'all niggas is stupid. Y'all stupid. And you know yeah. That's the crazy part. Oh, that's the confusing part about it. Is that you that's a flex, as they call it. To be stupid. I know. I caught that nigga on camera and shit. You saw it, huh? Huh? You going to jail.
Like old dog with the videotape.
Worse than old dog with the video. It's just like the it's like the water off the gremlin when you put it on the motherfucking mogwai, nigga. It's the gremlins now. Old dog was a goddamn mogwai. These niggas is gremlins.
La 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 la.
Nigga, you never indict yourself. Prison is hard. Prison is not a camp, nigga.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Shit weird.
That was the last one though. I mean, you could go with your topic, P. I'm gonna pull the sound effect down.
So, congrats to all the graduates, man. I know it's around that time, y'all. So, congrats to all the graduates. Congratulations to y'all.
He got, he got a phone call too.
Yeah, bro. I ain't seen the little dude waiting on his little ride to come get him, bro. I had his cabin gown and shit. I said I was looking at him like that was happening around. Get your shit.
Oh yeah. Dude had his ring ceremony, but they just got their rings. But he gonna be a senior next year, so he gonna graduate next year. But he did have his little ring ceremony, but it ain't. It's not graduation. He is getting promoted to the 12th grade, but graduation ain't gonna be till next year.
I guess it's supposed to be different for them, but it's the same rhetoric, you know. Man, you don't even fuck with school. These niggas, they got niggas on YouTube doing research about how you ain't supposed to do it. So a lot of the churn don't even be wanting to
niggas ain't
be involved with this shit no more. But I be liking to see the churn, get this shit.
Still around graduation, because that was something you were supposed to have graduation day to wear with your cap and gown. Now they get that shit the year before. And I guess they gotta keep it throughout the whole year. Shit. I think a lot of them are gonna lose that, but because it's easy to lose, especially if it's a ring. Most of their rings too big for their finger.
What is this man? What is he doing?
Oh,
He done held up the whole.
Right in the middle. I could do another in other news or something. Let me see if I can pull something up right quick. This is interesting. Yeah. He got fucking over.
Come on, P, bro. This is unprofessional, right? If you gonna get off for what, bro? You ending it?
What is executing?
For real, bro. This crazy work, bro. Come on, man.
Let me see. I can pull something up right quick. What is that? All right, we're gonna go with this because he looks like he's gonna be a minute.
No, I'm trying to see what's going on with him. He just did that in the middle of the show. Like, it was that important. I'm trying to see what's going on. Hope everybody all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's some type of, I don't know what's going on.
Man, she having issues.
Man, stop.
She having issues with the children, man. Yeah, my bad, y'all, man. Family issues going on. Man.
He don't got a gun. I wanted y'all to come to teach you.
Understand.
Bro. He don't got no gun.
Why would you say that on 911 on a recorded line?
Crazy.
Bro, what the bro, I don't got no.
What if we would have shot him, man?
Hands behind your back.
That's what you get for being mother disrespectful. You was reaching in your pocket, so bitch, I didn't know what you had.
I'm gonna switch up.
So you didn't know nothing? You didn't know nothing, but you just told he had a gun.
Hey man, they always fighting.
That shit aggravating.
Sit down.
Tired of his ass. You need to get him from around my
Sit
house,
down.
man.
Sit down. You have to
Get him
evict
from
him.
around,
You'd have to evict him.
That could have got that little man killed.
I'm tired of your kid. You want to come phone. Go on. I'm tired of him. He's disrespectful. I don't want him in my house, sir. I don't even yell like this. I'm tired of him.
We're going to
Yes, we do.
No, we're gonna figure it out though. Let's see what's going on first. All right. Just sit up right here. All right.
Come get in the car for.
Because you're going to jail.
For what?
For lying on a recorded line. You did. As soon as I walked up, you said, and he didn't have a gun.
He act like he
He didn't have a gun. I just said it so y'all get here quick. That's exactly what you said.
No, he didn't. No, I said he act.
Go. It's on my camera. It doesn't matter.
Man, bro, what the? No, I don't know.
We're not doing that.
I would never do nothing for him again. I swear I'm too much of a good parent. So mad. That little boy couldn't make me go through job because he was in my car. Acting crazy.
Okay. So she don't even need to be. So she just wanted you to leave? She just wanted me to leave, but I just wanted to get some clothes. That's it, sir. Where do you stay at when you're not here? I live here, like literally live here. Nobody need to be going to jail, sir. Okay. Well, your mom abused 911. She lied to us. We could have shot you, dude. You could have shot us? You should have shot me? She said you had a gun, dude. No, listen. You were good. You cooperated, but I'm saying, like, she's lying to 911 and escalating calls. No, I don't. Sir, so that's against the law, dude. You can't do that. She don't need to go to jail, though, sir. All right. Please.
I cannot believe
Ain't nothing they could do about it, though. She the one made a false report. She gotta go to jail.
So why she so in a rush to get him to go to jail? Is my question.
And then the shit backfired on her for lying. Like,
so I saw what happened. I'm asking why she don't have the same sympathy and compassion that man got for her.
Like, come on, like, yeah. Like, that shit crazy. Like, I'm really going to jail.
He burnt up.
Is that hers?
Yeah.
I'm really going to jail.
I'm really going to jail. Really going to jail.
Walk out. Walk out. Walk out all the way.
And they just said, ma'am, you lied to the police. You told me he had a gun
Lay
and
on the
shit.
ground.
Shooting shit up.
Ma'am, stop.
That's my son.
Damn, she was calling the cursing that man out and everything. That's crazy. Yeah, I just trying to run a little interference.
And that was diabolical, boy. That's crazy. She made up a whole shindig until them people came and put a whole story together for her ass. Man, you didn't see none of that shit.
That is crazy, man. When I was watching it, I was like, dog, this is the craziest shit I see in a long time.
That motherfucker snapped out. That man, like, that nigga like, sir, but nobody will need to go to jail for this shit. See how he's still trying to look out for his old lady? He really on some.
That's his mama.
Damn, bro. Oh, that was his mama? Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, regardless, whoever it was, he was looking out for them on some shit. And whoever that was said the man had a gun and shit. The police could have shot him.
Yeah, they would
like, damn, you don't give a fuck about this nigga, huh?
Your own child.
That shit crazy. Nigga said he an undercover punk. He gotta go. Yo, heard this shit?
Yeah.
Man, mom out there wilding.
Yeah. Why? Nah. Come on now. We could take this far now. Why black women do that to men, bro? Why they always gotta do it? Now, that's I
remember somebody telling me that a while back.
That's a mama in a son. And she called him upon like, why women do that?
That do add a little more. That do add another level to it. You right on. I get what you're saying.
That just
ain't even much.
Nigga, you fucking but you the female fussing with me, but I can't say nothing back. It's gonna make me a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's some reverse psychology type shit, then, huh?
Yeah. And they be like, why you smoke weed, nigga? What? I need to do something. But,
that's like you getting mad at me because I won't let you hit me.
Man, she just wanted
like you just slap the shit out of me. Then I tell you to stop. You be like, you start crying and shit.
I ain't gonna lie. She fussing with your mama, and then telling her you about to leave, and you really be like, well, let me get some clothes. I'm about to leave. That will make her won't whip your ass.
It'll make her mad.
It'll make her mad. Yeah, that's a fact.
You say you want me gone, so let me get my clothes and go then.
You're not supposed to.
What the fuck you mean? You think you about to go somewhere? What you just said? Get on.
They was fussing because he did not want she did not want let him get no clothes. Cause see, that's the first thing he do. Oh well, you won't leave. Well, they ain't your shit. You ain't buy it. Like nigga, you want me to go or what? Why wouldn't I take the stuff that's supposed to be for me? Now you gonna keep my stuff and just what? What you gonna give it to Goodwill?
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, cause they sure use that shit in court when the nigga be trying to get their shit back. It was a gift.
Like, come on, man.
All right then. So these clothes this was my last birthday. Them pants. It was Christmas. There you go, Pete.
This was my graduation gift.
All this shit was a gift.
Valentine's Day.
We could cut clean past the courts, mama. You want me out of here, huh? You right about that though, Travis. It's like a mechanism or something.
Yeah, they got a string there. They got a
First of
Get
all,
your
we
stupid
gotta
ass
look
back
at it
in the
like
house.
this here. The courts have
Get
been
your faggot ass in the
weaponized
house.
against men. Law enforcement has been weaponized against men. And so now I guess, and you know, I even had to tell people,
Me
like,
turn straight into a
you gotta
punk.
start understanding that at some point, the courts and law enforcement officials in all aspects are starting to catch on to the fact that they know you gonna dial 911, say he did you something. They gonna come there with guns blazing, ready to swing batons and knock a nigga out. And all the while you was standing up that fucking line. So at some point they start really having to take a step back and look, like, is she saying this shit just because she mad? Because think about it. They call her with that irate screaming and hollering in the phone. He just hit me. He just hit me. Man, look. And the dude could be in the back like, I got it on tape. She came over here and started swinging on me. You can hear all that shit on the 911.
Especially online. Because police officers, I ain't gonna lie, they still got police officers that go by that shit, bro. If you get called and it's a woman, man, whatever, it don't matter.
Not all the time. Not all the time.
I never said it was all the time. I said they still got people.
Yeah, they still exist. Yeah,
they still exist. Yeah, I agree with that.
Shit, I'm telling you, I know niggas that's in jail or they went to jail.
No, they just got the white bitch. You know, she admitted it, huh? With her racist ass, the white bitch just admitted.
They will do that shit.
She was doing niggas that.
That's what I'm trying to tell him. He trying to tell me. I know what I'm talking about. I've been watching them.
Yeah, that white bitch. I forgot her name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That white bitch. She was happy to say nigga and all that shit.
That they had to find more serious fucking penalties for. Because it's one of them crimes that go under the radar that they wasn't worried about too much or whatever. Now they worried about it because it's one that happens more than often. Especially with the women. Y'all see how they slam that dude with his domestic violence case in Slidell, St. Tammany Parish. The girl went down there and told them people he didn't do what she said he did. And
they don't care.
She said they said basically he was intimidating her to say that shit, so they said fuck what she's saying, they going with her original statement. I've never seen no shit like that in my life. In a courtroom, the person who's supposed to be saying they got something done to them, saying ain't nothing happened to them, and you telling them that something happened to them because you think they're getting forced to say nothing happened to them.
Which is the weirdest. But see, again, that's what happens when you are constantly.
I ain't gonna act like
the court or law enforcement has a tool against somebody because you fucking mad. Like,
that was the damn escape. Now. That was the escape. He did escape out the jail now. And we made Louisiana look bad. And he talked shit about St. Tammany Parish when he was out in them letters and shit. Like my boy Mr. Groves, who was just, chilling with the peaches. But it's on you, P. You could.
Oh, all right. My bad, y'all. So, I got this video. Wait, let me make sure I got it lined up already, so we could be ready. But I got a video lined up, man, and it's coming by way of I brought this up, bro, because I didn't even know if it was actually. I know it's a thing. But I didn't know they had an actual, like, running name for the shit. So I typed up, what it was? Black Democracy Under Siege. And they pulled up Black Democracy Under Attack. It pulled up a lot of stuff under Black Democracy. But I went with somebody that's talking with our former Mayor of New Orleans, Mayor Mark H. Morial. And the person I pulled this from is Tom Hartman. And he has the Tom Hartman program that he was talking to Mark Morial on. And I just wanted to try to get some of what they were talking about in context, because he did have a lot to say in the first minute and 30 seconds. So the part I'm about to play right now is the conversation Mark Morial and him are having about black voter suppression, redistricting, all of the different types of things that's been going on for a very long time. And we're not just talking about as of 2026, we're not talking about as of 2020, 2019, and all that shit. We're talking about they've been doing this shit for a very, very long time. And I think there's got to be some type of solution for us as people who are under these restrictions and guidelines and districting, red tape, this, that, the other, being called the minority, even though they're telling us that when it comes down to it, like certain things can't happen without the black vote. You know, like we talked about that on the show too. Like, you know, why is it that they always tell us that the black vote counts, and then when it comes down to the black vote being something that counts when it comes to black voters, oh no, we gotta redistrict, we gotta come up with new redistricting plans, or we gotta minimize the black voting district down to just one district, which basically cuts the power of the vote away from being able to say, you know what, no, we don't like that plan, we're not voting for that plan, we're gonna vote against it. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on, and I just want people to just hear some of what Mark Morial got to say. I do have other videos, but you know, like I said, I don't want to run too long with this tonight, because this is something that's being talked about across the country, because it is actually happening across the country. So check it out, y'all.
Voters under speed. There's a plot, and I think you know it, and you reported on it, to destroy democracy. And for Black Americans, it means that, and this is an important data point, that since the January 6th insurrection, there have been 400 bills
400
across the United States.
Every year, 400 new bills pop up.
Targeted at Black people. So voter suppression, gerrymandering, voter intimidation, misinformation are the tactics of this pernicious campaign, which really elevated after the election of Barack Obama, the Citizens United case, challenged the Voting Rights Act to a number of cases to restrict its application and its reach. So for Black Americans now, the most significant threat is the threat on the right to vote.
As it was back then.
That being the effort to reduce the power of Black. I mean, this
well,
last.
So let me try to draw this. Sure. Number one, in the 2020 election, 70% of the people who voted in a fashion other than going to a polling place and casting a vote in person. All right. In states like Georgia, where you had an extraordinarily high Black voter turnout, Black voters put 300,000 ballots into drop boxes in the Atlanta metro area. What is the Georgia legislature doing? We're going to cut out vote by mail. We're going to limit drop boxes instead of from several hundred down to only 20, and only allow drop boxes to be available during working hours. So there's an effort to strip away, make it hard for people to vote. In Georgia, there's a move to, there's laws have been passed to require a very strict voter ID when large numbers of Georgians have no driver's license or state ID. Disproportionately, 56% of those who don't have a driver's license or state ID are African American. Right. These are surgically inserted efforts to try to make it more difficult. And it affects more than Black voters, but it's targeted at African American voters. Then there's gerrymandering.
Whoa. What's that? I just...
drawing different lines. Several of these gerrymandered plans have been struck down by the courts. Others have been let go by the court. But gerrymandered state legislative seats and congressional seats is another tactic of this plot to destroy democracy. Intimidation of voter officials, clerk, secretary of state, elections officials. 1 in 6 across the nation report being threatened, politically or physically. These are the tactics. This is the strategy of those who would narrow the electorate so that they can retain power. An oligarch can retain power.
Yeah, and these are the tactics that are used in Russia. These are the tactics that Viktor Orban used in Hungary to rise to power. Particularly redrawing political districts and then packing the judiciary so that they always backed him up.
I am so glad, Tom, you said that, because we shared today when we released this report the connection to Putin and the connection to Putin's tactics and Putin's role in suppressing the votes through a cyber campaign in 2016. You are right. This anti-democratic wave goes beyond the shores of the United States.
And so what, it's like these guys have no shame. I mean, they come right out and all but admit that this is what they're up to. And, it didn't affect them whatsoever. I'm at a loss on occasion about how do we deal with this authoritarian white supremacist move to basically lock down power in the United States in a way that ultimately is going to lead us to a Putin-style government. Frankly, if Donald Trump had succeeded in his efforts to pull a Putin, he was trying to do the same thing Putin was. Oh yeah, I'm going to stay here. Even though the Constitution says, the Russian Constitution used to say that the president has to leave after 8 years. It doesn't say that anymore. And this is what Trump was trying to do as well. How do we wake America up to the danger of this?
And we have to wake America up. And Tom, a courageous Congress could have stopped this.
Yeah.
There were 2 bills that passed the House of Representatives. They died in the Senate because of the filibuster.
Yep.
The filibuster is the obstacle at the federal level to voting and democracy reform. And this has to be understood. So now we've got to slug it out in the courts. We've got to slug it out in the streets. We've got to try to overcome these restrictive laws. We have to fight in the thicket, so to speak. This is political guerrilla warfare against voter suppression, voter intimidation, gerrymandering, and the like. It's not going to be easy, but a courageous Congress. And Congress has exhibited courage on voting rights many times in the past.
Okay, we say that
in this instance, you had all Democrats but 2, and then all Republicans opposed.
Right. This unified Republican opposition to the voting rights of minorities in the United States is extraordinarily troubling when you consider that, even back in 64, 65, the Civil Rights Act and Voting Rights Act were broadly bipartisan. The Voting Rights Act, when George W. Bush was president, when it got reauthorized, I believe it was 98-0, wasn't it? Before the Supreme Court knocked it down in Shelby County.
I'm sorry, could you ask the question again?
Yes. Well, the Voting Rights Act, I'm not, it wasn't so much of a question, just an observation that the Republicans have gone
you're right. The Supreme Court, this is what's important. The Roberts Court has been as hostile to voting rights of any court since courts before the 1950s.
Yeah.
We have been able to rely on the Supreme Court time and time again to protect voting rights. But the Roberts courts, in a number of decisions, one in 2006, one in 2013, and one or two last term, have basically sanctioned these challenges to the Voting Rights Act.
Right.
It is outrageous that the Supreme Court would strike down civil rights laws.
But they got a nigga, Clarence Thomas, ain't
in the 1800s.
Yep.
In the 1883
My
case
bad.
that struck down the 1875 Civil Rights Act. In the 1896
And
case
they got
called Plessy, that
sanctions Brown,
segregation.
that lady name?
The Supreme Court,
and she the black
whose
Supreme
most
Court
important responsibility is to uphold and protect the Constitution, is acting like a political body and doing the bidding of voter suppressors.
Yeah, we've got.
Let me ask you a question, P. By them doing the redistricting, right? Is they saying that's gonna stop people from voting? They're gonna stop them from. They're gonna stop them from going down to the polls or something. What they mean by that?
Okay, so when they've been redistricting, like when they redraw the maps and they say like for state of Louisiana, from I guess you could say Alexandria all the way down to New Orleans, it's basically like a curve, a cutout, where we only, even though we spread out through all those different places, right? They only gonna say that from this line to the top, down all the way to the bottom, that's just your voting district. That's it. You only get 33% of the state. That's it. Whereas black people all throughout the state, you see what I'm saying? We have black people all throughout the state, but you only gonna give us this one little thin line from Shreveport down to Baton Rouge, New Orleans, or all the little small parishes in between.
So you saying even if a million people show up in that one little thin strip, they're not gonna count it?
No. There's even a thing right now where Governor Landry has declared a state of emergency, and
I'll be right back.
All but said that he not counting none of the early votes, because they got a session coming up that the people supposed to have been voted on, and people were sending in the early vote ballots by mail. He said they're not gonna really count those. Let me see if I still had that, because that was something I had up in other movies, and that was one of the weirdest things that like a lot of people didn't pay attention to, and I really think that showed how far down this actually goes as far as this redistricting thing goes. He might be in one of my other little save files.
Damn, I got buku shit for this.
What, the redistricting?
Yeah.
Do you have the one that shows the map? Let me see if I can put that up. The redistricting map.
They got good shit for this.
I'm about to see something right quick. I might be able to find that shit out.
Yeah, y'all boys good?
I can't believe it.
You know, P.
Oh.
Yeah.
I come back, nigga. Still waiting on you. I play.
I'm trying to see if I can pull up the redistricting map.
Oh man. All right. So what I miss? I ain't miss nothing. What you was talking about, Chad?
No, I was trying to see if I could pull up the redistricting map for Louisiana.
The change to the map.
Oh wait, you got the map?
I'm asking you, is that what you're looking for?
Yeah. The new map of the state of Louisiana as far as the one voting district for minority. I'm trying to see if Google will pull it up right quick.
How that's gonna go though? I don't know how they gonna be able to do that shit. I think just for minority.
We only qualify for 33%.
Uppity people gonna have a problem with that.
That's essentially what it is.
Okay.
I'm quite sure that people really do have a problem with it right now. It's just
ain't gonna have a I'm saying rich people too. They big in it. You say just minorities. I mean, you don't think people of other ethnicities that's not considered minority? Or if that's how they doing it now. If whatever ethnicity, you minority. Even if you're rich, you still a minority.
Even if you're rich. that would be hella funny if they did say some shit like that. All right, I found the district with that. No, I don't want to subscribe. And they mean they want you to subscribe.
So you think it's more white people in America. That's why they the majority.
More people identifying as white. Then you got the Ukrainians in here. Then you got like.
I mean, if we just going by color or black and white.
Damn, I hate when they actually.
Haitians, Jamaicans, and all kind of other shit too. What the fuck?
Yeah, they want to identify as white. They more than welcome to. That's how they look at it. Hey, you want to identify as white?
I'm trying to figure it.
You get some privileges with it.
I just don't want to be hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok, led astray.
Having Plymouth Rock land on you.
I don't know about no rocks landing on me. I ain't that freaking. I don't want no rocks landing on me neither. I don't want to lay on no rock. I don't want to be around no rocks. I'm talking about I don't want to be misled by my own people. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Trying to get me to go with some shit just like they always do when they ass in trouble. Now they got a problem with shit now. Them people been letting y'all be mayors and all kind of shit. Y'all been caught up in scandals and stealing money and not going for shit you was supposed to go for. Them people thought you was supposed to be signing bills you ain't signed. Chicago, all the major cities. Chicago mayor, he letting all the other people in.
Across the country?
They got on his ass. Jasmine Craggy, something happened with her and shit. She was running her mouth about all kind of shit. I said, oh man, this shit crazy. That nigga Booker Key and Peele looking at the fuck he been. I'm saying that nigga name right, huh? The bald head Boulay, man. I'm saying that nigga name right? Yeah. What that nigga? Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. He kind of be looking cockeyed sometimes. The light skinned nigga, man. Bald head. He ran for all kind of fucking was this something Booker, man. I think it's Booker.
Was he somebody that ran for man?
I forgot what he ran for. P. I don't even want to stop you, bro. But I don't, cause you know what I'm saying. It made no sense even going to that, cause I forgot what exactly he ran for. But he always be in the light when it's time to, House of Representatives, some shit like that, like a senator, some shit. Cory Booker or some shit like that.
Black.
I think that's his fucking name. Yeah,
bald head with a beard,
light skin. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Bald head.
I think
he was naked face when I seen him. When I remember, he got that Steve Harvey face. He ain't not even Steve Harvey. That nigga ain't had no mustache and nut. That nigga just
naked face.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. That nigga had the chose Barkley, nigga.
No goatee, no mustache,
no nut,
sideburns, nothing.
His eyebrows.
Damn. Oh, look, this is a video. Y'all
can see them,
man. This is a video
go ahead, Pete. My bad. I ain't want to stop you, bro.
Talking about the redistricting with how Louisiana redistricted. I guess we're gonna get some more information because it's coming from Fox News.
Oh, fuck Fox
too. The ruling is now paving the way for national gerrymandering. It's also forcing major changes to Louisiana's upcoming House primaries. Fox's Dana Marie McNichol has more.
That's what it is. It's because of the House primaries, the House of Representatives. So
it always is.
They trying to force it to stay a Republican House, so they could keep the Republican Senate and Congress.
Yeah, that's what. Yep. There you go. They trying to keep seats and shit. Yeah, Pete. That's now you seeing what it's really about.
After the Supreme Court struck down Louisiana's current district lines,
that's who really
gets the vote. The state is postponing its U.S. House primaries this month to redraw congressional maps. The races will still be on. These won't count.
They determined that the last map that was drawn for Louisiana that was done unconstitutionally.
Ain't the Republican Party the same party that redrew the map the last time in Louisiana?
Louisiana delays House primaries.
Because you're saying that
it's not really. This really never have been.
That's because
a Democratic state like that.
State of emergency.
How many Democrats we had at
one point all Democratic states?
How many? So we had a lot. So we had a lot of Democrats down here. I'm gonna say as in seats and shit. Like mayor and governor and shit, like them two. I'm speaking of just them two for right now.
Yeah. As far as mayor and governor, we've had. As far as my almost 50, we've had more Republicans than Democrats. As far as I know,
I'm pretty sure. Like I'm just basing it off New Orleans. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying, Pete. I don't know, too much about.
New Orleans wise, we've had more We had more Democrats like mayors in New Orleans than.
Okay, gotcha.
Like as of recent years, I've been seeing an uptick in.
But then when they come to that state shit, it's usually Republican or something, man.
Yeah.
Like a governor and shit. I got you. Like a mayor or something, you get the Democratic mayor, but you got a
Democratic city council
or Senate, Republican Senate, some shit. All right.
Nah,
but your boy been in office with us for a minute though, huh? Ain't your boy our Senator Troy Carter,
huh? He got a deal with somebody going off on him because.
Come on, son. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Wait, we got a nigga. Oh, my bad, child. Go ahead. They gotta let the lead.
They had a voting thing at Tuno to register people to vote, and Governor John Bell Edwards, not John Bell Edwards, what the fuck that man name is?
Landry Ugly.
Jeff Landry sent the fucking police down there to shut that shit down, to shut the whole event down.
And why they telling? They saying Troy Carter should have said something?
Register the vote drive.
He should have said something, and he should have made
being a senator,
because that's right. District.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, he's sitting in the House of Representatives, huh?
Yeah, he
that
was
makes
supposed
up
to
the
make sure that
decision
shit still
to
happen.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got an important fucking seat. P. Dot, one of the most important seats when it comes to our votes for this fucking city.
Them
And
hosting a
state.
voting drive at Southern University was ruled unconstitutional and illegal, and so they should these police of Baton Rouge that'll shut that shit down.
No, they should show them people how to do it the right way. You're supposed to show them people how to fucking do it, bro. This shit crazy, boy.
But that's what they were doing. Like, you can't tell nobody how to have a register to vote drive. Like, if you got people that
I don't know how to stipulate. I ain't gonna speak like I know about how they go, P. I ain't never did it before, brother.
I would
I ain't never set up no drive and know the. You know what I'm saying?
That's from the office of electors.
Know what I can and can't do. What parts of the city I could do it. What parts of the city I can't. I'm pretty sure they got regulations and shit I'm supposed to know though. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's probably shit you gotta know to pull off something like that. I don't think you could just have it anywhere.
Because think about it. No, I can't say that. Because if they send you voters registration in the mail, why?
That's what I'm saying. I can't tell you that
at Southern University.
I'm not about to see that, did I? Yeah, I ain't about to agree to that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they send you your voters registration shit in the mail, like before.
Yeah, if I don't know, I'm telling you, I wouldn't say nothing about it if I don't know how it goes.
Because I got my voters registration in the mail. I'm like, what this is?
Man, them people be finding loopholes to get your ass out of that. I done seen it happen on some smaller shit, like for instance, like a park. Just know what I'm trying to say. Like I don't know what they told the people to get them people not to have their drive is what I'm saying. I don't know the rules and shit of what you all need to have or rules you need to follow to have a drive. So what I'm saying is vindictive motherfuckers will find any loophole that you didn't go along with to get your shit shut down. That's what I'm saying. People, and I'm not excluding anything from what happened. I'm saying that this is what they do. This the type of game they play with you now when you're trying to do something positive anyway. You see what I'm saying? Or something that pertains to your movement. I'm going to just say that. Because you have the freedom to do that. Through your amendment. So, yeah. So, I want our people to be more vigilant with that shit. Like, just, learn what they're using against you to get your shit shut down and shit. What actually happened, you know they're not going to really actually tell you, you know, the tidbits of it, because then it takes away from the flair of what happened. They shut a nigga shit down, y'all. Rally. So it's gonna take away from that if you find out everything about the shit sometimes. You know, not all the time, but sometimes that kind of takes the edge off of what's going on. That's why I be telling you, Pete, bro. If this shit come down to where some nigga was going along with this shit and all that, bro, I'm a fair play, bro. I don't want to be bamboozled, bro. I'm telling you, Pete, with this district and shit, bro. That's why I'm trying to figure out some of the ins and outs of what's actually going on, because there's a lot of black Republicans too, brother, and they trying to make it seem like this is just all white people agreeing with this shit, and it's not, dog. It's not. There's Indian Republicans and shit. There's Indian Democrats. You see what I'm saying? These people still have votes about shit too. How they run shit, how they rules and shit go and all that shit. We don't even know nothing about none of that shit.
Not at all.
But just because we don't know nothing about it don't mean it's not going on. Don't mean they're not having their council meetings and shit too with these people about whatever going on in their neighborhoods. It's just, you know, just those little things I want our people to be more vigilant about, you know, actually learning the details about a lot of this shit, bro. Because, bro, the pastor getting me. I can't even watch the goddamn job getting me. The food I can't get no good fast food. Everybody, it just feel like everybody get me, bro. I don't want it to be the government
no
too.
Which way you turn.
I can't, man. Come on, bro. I gotta look at my government too. I definitely gotta look at my government. If everybody else getting me, I gotta look at my government.
Because they wouldn't be able to get you without the government.
Yeah, does this shit exist? Hell the fuck yeah. You don't give a motherfucker a rope to hang you with. See that? You don't make a noose for a white man to hang you with, brother. Be sitting there laughing and giggling like you're retarded, bro, and get up on the chair. You see what I'm saying?
Look here, young Jigaboo. Stand in this chair for me right
Stand in this chair right quick for me. Take a picture. Okay.
Okay.
I'm telling you, bro. This shit is crazy work.
Look here. Put this here around that branch, and then let it come down.
Exactly.
And put it around your neck for me right quick.
Smooth talk your ass. Straight to a killer.
Now look, I'm gonna put a little tension on it, make it look good, okay? And then string your ass up.
Why? Cause you ain't paying attention.
You gave a motherfucker the rope. Oh. Jolly Green Giant. Oh, no. Let's finish this up right quick. This redistricting map definitely tells the tale.
Yeah, that bit like a river. That shit crazy. Like a damn
stone front. Leaders said they plan to pass new voting districts by the end of the month, though critics warned the move will diminish minority representation.
I think this is in our state, in our country's history. We are not post-racial.
Florida lawmakers have already approved a new congressional map. Mississippi and Alabama are also making plans to apply the new ruling. But with potential legal challenges, the impact likely won't be felt until 2028.
It should lead to much more competitive districts in the South, because Republicans used to have an interest in this too, because it would compact Democrat voters into cities and let the suburbs be more Republican.
And it's not just red
Notice
states.
what
In
they're
a post
saying?
on X, New York Governor
Let
Kathy
the
Hochul said she
suburbs
will
be
work
more
with the state
Republican.
legislature to make changes to the redistricting process, adding, quote, so we can fight back against Washington's attempts to rig our democracy. Florida's new map is expected to take effect before the midterms, since the primaries here are in August. In Tallahassee, Dana Marie McNichol, Fox News.
That's some diabolical shit. Just because Louisiana did it, everybody else jumping on the bandwagon to redistrict a fucking congressional.
But this the crazy part about this. The process, the process of segregation, segregation, and integration, P.
At the same time.
It reminds me of. I'm saying it reminds me of that when that happened. I'm saying it reminds me of that.
Mm-hmm. But could this actually be a good thing in our favor if we do it the right way? Fuck, y'all wanna create this one district? Okay, let's create this one district. This one district shall henceforth not be changed. Now, if you can't get mad if black people from inside this district start moving into your community, right?
Yeah.
Because remember, you made this district this small so you can maintain your seat of power. But you can't stop people from leaving that district, going to
another one.
Look, and becoming a member of the community.
Yes, sir.
Changing their address and using the power to vote within that district.
Yeah, that's
out your ass outside that fucking community. Meanwhile, you done redistrict this community down to only 33%. But that 33% could turn around and take your, 67% and flip that shit on its head. And the 33%ers will come back and kick all y'all out of office, and there won't be no more Republicans sitting in office in 2028 to be all Democrats. Because remember, at one point, the Democrats had the House, they had Congress, and Senate. All three. They had all fucking three. Now, how you let them bitches turn around and take that shit from?
Because they did what the fuck they were supposed to do. That's why. You remember?
Right. They wasn't doing what they
chew that bitch up. That nigga was having cocaine parties and eating ass and orgies and shit.
Yep. Get money, get freaky.
That's what happened. I remember, Pete. I'm telling you, bro. I remember. And why you got them motherfucker looking at it? Like, look at them niggas. They see, I told y'all they don't know how to act. They niggas set y'all up. They set you up.
But in the grandest of
They gonna let white racist motherfucker set their ass up.
Instead of just going in there and handling business to where they can't touch me.
Niggas wasn't playing chess, Peter. I'm telling you, bro. That's one of the 48 laws of power. Make me look better by making you look worse. Ooh. Yes, sir. And you heard what I said. I said worse. That mean I was bad in the beginning. I just made you look worse than me. Especially when people holding you up to the standard, huh, Peter? As a black martyr and shit. Look how much pressure we put on our people. And look what happened. See?
I never understood why.
I don't even
it happened though. It happens.
I don't like the Kelvin Duncan situation now because
and they can fuck clean over this man. That's a perfect example. That laid it up to them to fuck clean over round trying.
Taking away.
I let him be the mayor. Yeah.
And giving it, basically trying to give it to him.
That shit crazy work.
And she black too. Fuck. So it's like not fighting over the one seat.
Mm-hmm.
But who they want to win the one seat?
It shouldn't matter, bro.
It shouldn't. But guess what?
Because they saying it's a race thing. Either it's a race thing or it's not.
So if Calvin Duncan win by the majority vote like they did last time,
you gotta pick your battles too. I say pick your fights. Or at least let people know what they fighting for too.
Cause I want him to. I'm proud of him.
I want him to win.
And I want him to win, but
but he's already
at the expense of what? Like, cause we still going along.
Like I ain't never seen the world be so okay with letting a man take over for a woman. Like that's weird.
I mean, I'm talking about as far as them eliminating seats and shit. Like they was supposed to still be on that shit. They let that shit just slide because motherfuckers won't see the man. That's what I'm saying. They're using a good thing to clear out the bullshit that people actually supposed to be talking about. They're not supposed to be fighting over shit. But this is what they do, right, y'all? We done seen it before. This is a tactic too. Make them fight over the seat. Now we gonna make it out of a thing now. Entertainment. It's shit crazy, bro. But as like I said, it's their game. So as long as you let them create and recreate rules as you go, then it's a motherfucking free fall. Yeah, Pete, like it's a free fall. And you just gotta go with the flow, as they say. Man, no, man, that shit need to be changed, bro. I'm telling you, bro. People need to stand on that shit. That shit need to fucking change, bro. And they just eliminate that shit. Them niggas going along with that shit. All right, cool. We can't do nothing about it. Fuck it. So we gonna just do it like this then. Well, look what we gonna do then. What? Wait, huh? Who agreed to this? Who agreed?
Instead of having yays and nays, because remember, some of these votes that they vote on gotta be goddamn unanimous. So if they ain't unanimous, the motion is defeated. Use your power of the vote while you sitting in that fucking chair to say, no, I'm not voting for this. And then a lot of the time that they supposed to be doing all these votes and shit, the Democrats not even. Oh well, we on
That's
break.
That's a good point.
What the fuck you mean you on
so
break?
What your girl was going? What your girl was agreeing with that she wasn't supposed to be agreeing with, because she was a spy the whole time, y'all. She was doing what was best for China. So whatever China didn't agree with, she was going along with it as a Democrat, fellas, and the fucking Republican. So what the fuck?
She was going along with it as a Republican until she changed her mind and then switched over to Democrat. That's like, oh, she was a Chinese Communist Party.
Why you say that again? What I say different? She was both of them, and she was going along with shit. My question is, what did she go along with that she probably wasn't supposed to? That basically wasn't beneficial to whatever party she was with. I'm saying.
Shit, probably.
What if she was going along with shit because her whole thing was for the best of China? She was an agent for Chinese. Her whole thing was the propaganda for them, not for us. So whatever the Republicans did business with China, she would go along with that. Whenever the Democrats did business with China, she was going along with that. That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't. I'm wondering what bills and shit she didn't pass or shit she was supposed to sign that she didn't. That was probably beneficial to us. I'm saying going along.
Shit, we have no way of knowing.
I know. I'm just imagining though. I'm way in my. I'm like, man, this bitch was an agent the whole time. This bitch wasn't going along with nothing that was beneficial to America.
Obviously not. If she
That's
was
what I'm saying.
letting the smear campaign of the Chinese
And how many of our black ass was right with her? Yeah, I like the Chinese lady. She's straight. We gonna let her run this shit. Because she Democrat, so you know we vote for everything Democrat with the majority of us. We don't do no fucking research on none of these people, dog. We just
none of the laws or bills that they putting forth for you to go vote on.
Yeah, bro. So
that'd be the most fascinating shit to me. You went to the voting poll today? Yeah. Did you read the amendments that they wanted you to vote on? No, I just checked yes for all of them. What the fuck?
Fuck you came here for.
You just voted
you
yes
don't
for
need
a bunch
people,
of shit.
bro. You don't need people like that to vote, Peter. I'm telling you, bro. That's why you be surprised when it don't come out. Yeah. You be like, wait, what happened? Did you vote? Yeah, I voted. Motherfucker voted for everything the wrong way.
Wrong as a motherfucker. Like, bro, did you even read this shit? Yeah, I read it.
We gotta stop, bro.
And look,
we gotta stop, bro.
Like, one of them elections came up and it was like, we support an amendment to increase the millage of 7.5 to 12.5 over the next 15 years. No, the fuck I don't. And like I tell people, when they say shit like that,
now you imagining like me now you imagining how many people pick yes for this motherfucking shit.
Because the thing that and it's the way the shit be worded, they say, do you support an amendment to support to raise the millage? They don't understand what millage means. Half motherfuckers don't even understand what millage means. Just know
that's why you got them phones, people.
From 7.5 to 12. That's
why your phone's smart, though.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why your phone's smart, though.
Nah, I ain't right. Look, I ain't even worried about the word millage. I'm worrying about the number. If we go,
I'm just saying for the average person, bro. That's disrespectful for you not you even look it up something you don't know what it means, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, you pay for a smartphone and not look up something you don't know in these times is crazy work.
But that's what people do.
You're volunteering to be stupid. I know this blunt talk though, so I can see that. I'm just saying, people. I'm just, you know, I do not get it, bro. That's why I'm saying, bro. I'm asking. I do not get it, bro. You just gave a good analogy of that. Like you actually read it and was like, hold up, wait, what the fuck? I ain't supposed to be saying no yeah for this.
Exactly. Especially if you're a homeowner in the city of New Orleans. You're already paying high-ass property tax. Why would you agree to let them motherfuckers raise your property tax up from 7.5% to 12.5% for the next 15 fucking years?
Now think about your local candidate or somebody that you like, right? And they telling you to vote yes on Proposition 6 or some shit like that, right? And you like that person. You like, yeah, I'm gonna vote for him. He cool. And then nigga say vote for Proposition 6. But you get to the poll and you read Proposition 6. And that bitch like
I'm
a Jim Crow law
out with everything I got. Man, this stupid
like this nigga trying to bring slavery back with Proposition 6. It's a nigga too. He got waves in his head and everything like a little S-curl. He got it all together. Shit. And you was about to vote for him too. And you was fucking with him. You was listening to everything he said. But he never really told you too much, but he gave you enough to fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Like he, sounding good with that shit. And then he said, yeah, Proposition 6 is coming up. Want y'all to go out there and do your thing. Come through for me. Have a little catchphrase like that. what y'all got to do? Come through for me. You know, some shit like that.
And guess what? That
some shit like that attached to the people. Yeah.
That shit would definitely fucking work. What you gonna do?
I should have been a campaign manager, Happy.
You said, bro, don't get them motherfuckers no ideas. I hope they don't listen to this show this time and come up with that fucking shit. Cause you know they got motherfuckers running for office right goddamn now. And they probably gonna hear that shit and be like, you know what? That's my next slogan. Guess what?
Sponsored by McDonald's chicken McNuggets.
If I catch you using this shit, we suing. Because you heard it all.
New nugget. You got a new nugget pack. You heard me? Holy shit.
What you gonna do? Come through for me. But yeah, man. So
nigga trying to get you back in slavery.
for those that don't know that what the millage is and why we say you need to pay attention to the words and lifestyle and say millage is the tax rate used to calculate local property taxes expressed in mil per dollar or a property's assessed value. 1 mil is equal to 1 per every 1,000 or 0.1 of a cent assessed property. So to calculate,
or y'all could just grab y'all dumbass and get y'all smartphone and look it up when you at the pools. Cause I don't think you're gonna remember it because Pete told you tonight, so it's all good.
You know, but just
for the people who listening, up here,
for anybody listening, that's what that shit is. So if you are, if they're telling you, you know, your meals on your house is 2.5 mils, that means for every half or 0.1 cent. I still don't know where we get fraction or decimal dollar amounts from. Because if the IRS say you can't have nothing that ending in 0, how the fuck we keep winding up with all these weird ass numbers that y'all want us to pay taxes on? Like that shit is astronomically diabolical. Like, but paying a millage on property taxes and your property taxes are already high as fuck, and they want to raise the shit, and then you go out there and they ask you, do you support an amendment to raise the millage from 7.5% to 12.5%? That's how many mils above what you're paying? That's 5 mils over what you're paying already. And you struggling to pay that because you're trying to file exempt every fucking year for the next 5 years to try to keep from having to pay out all that money in high as property tax. Then when you do pay, it ain't nothing but $1,100-$1,200 for the year, but still, you might be struggling throughout the whole year just to be able to pay that because you're struggling trying to keep your head above water with all these other motherfucking bills that don't make no sense. So, you know, people really need to start paying attention to what's happening out at these goddamn voting polls. Otherwise, you wouldn't have people that come in as governors rewriting the law as they see fit, declaring states of emergency just to shut down certain voting districts and keep their votes from being counted. Which means, so if once the state of emergency, I guarantee once the voting time is up, that's when they're gonna say, oh well, the state of emergency is over with. We're gonna go ahead and open up the polls and these people go ahead and vote. But by then, who gonna go vote? Because all the early votes not gonna count. Then you holding certain elections during time where people gotta be getting ready for graduation, prom, this, that, the other, the third vacation, da. So that means people gonna be leaving out of town instead of staying down here to make sure their votes get counted. Then the early votes not counting. Then you're changing the regulations to being able to register to vote by adding in extringent fucking terms, talking about your zip code gotta match the address on your ID. Like your ID gotta match where you voting at. So if you ain't in, if your address don't match the voting district in which you going to vote, they're not gonna let you vote.
It should be like that.
It should be, But for something as far as listen,
you register
as far
vote,
as something for like congressman or senator like that, for something for the entire state, it shouldn't even matter what address I'm using because I'm voting for something that's over the state, not local.
Why take that risk and say,
you see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna not have access to the mailbox that I'm using to voter register, basically. You see what I'm saying?
I think they just need to do away with that shit. Like, oh, you gotta vote in the district that you live in. No, if it's for New Orleans, it's for New Orleans. Uptown, downtown, all that shit's the same. It's New Orleans. So if I'm voting for New Orleans, I shouldn't have a voting poll uptown to vote to or a voting poll downtown. It's all the citizens of New Orleans voting for whatever is on the ballot, whether they be for it or against it. You see what I'm saying? But that district line of having like all these different seats of city council and all that, like it's like why we gotta have a specific district? Y'all supposed to be there to help everybody in the city of New Orleans, not just the people in your fucking constituency or in your district. Because what happens in your district could wind up being something that happens in the district somewhere else that might be helpful to all the districts of the city of New Orleans. You see what I'm saying? That's why that redistricting shit just don't make no sense to do when
Gary Chambers told us why he was trying to do the redistricting. I think we was talking about
but that's the redistricting thing is just to basically keep your hands on power.
Rouge thing. They trying to get away from the black people.
Okay, you want to get away from black people, pack your shit and move the fuck out of the country. Period.
I want
pack your shit and leave.
To be in a district so it can look like the white areas don't have this or that, but they're really setting themselves up because we already know they do the most crime anyway.
Yeah, but the niggas who live in the district don't take the charge for it. So. I say like this here, if that's the case, if we gonna allow, if redistricting is saying, if the federal courts are saying that redistricting is acceptable, and that the last map that they drew when it came to the redistricting map or the map of how they drew out the district line or whatever was ruled unconstitutional, what would they do if the numbers inside the district become more than the numbers that's in the district right now? Like, say people who say, oh, okay, since they want to redistrict and they want this to be the district for the minorities, what if people who are from outside the district move inside that district and the numbers change to now the minority district becomes the majority district, and votes started getting slung to get certain members of the House, certain members of Senate, and certain members of Congress, as well as governor, lieutenant governor, mayor, city council, whomever, thrown out of office. Like you about to get voted out of office. And now we get to put people like Calvin Duncan in motherfucking office now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think that's possible? Y'all think that if since they want to redistrict and they're trying to do what they're trying to do to get away from us, you think that if that was something that happened, would it hurt them more than
it go back? But yeah, I don't know though, Peter, because that's what I'm saying. It goes back to the question I asked you earlier about what is considered, or what's the qualifications of being a minority versus the majority. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
What's their qualifications? Is y'all using that word just to speak for white people, or how is y'all measuring what's a minority? You see what I'm saying? So that's what I need to figure out. You know, even though the word might mean something else. You know, I don't know how they use like what you see what I'm saying. Like that's the part I'm confused about. Like when he's saying that, because like I'm telling you, it's a lot of black Republicans too, and there's a lot of them people with fucking money and shit. They didn't got our problems though.
No, they don't.
And people don't know what the fuck we talking about
at all.
They ain't never been through none. You see what I'm saying, bro? They ain't never been through none.
But the
mama
crazy
wasn't
thing
no
is,
goddamn hooker and shit, you know, or was strung out on drugs and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, been through heartaches and shit like that. Like they got people that look like us that had actual good lives. That's what I'm saying. This story of every black person being a minority, it sounds crazy depending based off of what they're trying to call that. Like it's like you're putting another asterisk on me again. Like black and shit. That's just what it feel like. That's what I'm saying. Like they use all these ethnic and shit. Like, come on, man. But if I say I'm ebony color, nigga, I ain't black, you got a problem with that, though.
Call me sandalwood.
I can't say ebony, nigga. I can't say ebony, nigga. I'm just using the, just for example, bro. But this shit is weird. That's what I'm trying to figure out, bro. Like, what's the standard of the so-said culture, man? What is we doing? You know?
I have no clue. Because it keeps fucking changing.
Because like you're saying, that would make sense if they're measuring it as the majority being, like you said it. But what if that's not what they mean? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you said earlier. No, I think it's just because you're black, you're a minority. You know, I don't know. And that's what I was asking you earlier.
I don't tell us I'll vote each and every one of your vote count. Okay, well, if each and every one of our vote count and we vote the way we vote, then there should be no problem when it comes to us asking for what we at that. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you who I heard say something like that, bro. Ice Cube. Ice Cube said, if you want the black vote, you gotta tell black people what specifically you are going to do for them. There's no such thing as, I just want your vote. No. Just like how y'all have y'all moments up there when y'all in the Congress chamber or the Senate chambers or the Florida House.
Because I'm a Democrat, shit not flying no more too much. He right.
It's not.
It's not.
It's really not.
That's why people doing everything fucking else. That's why people moving on to other shit.
Because
I know people I was fussing with about Republican shit. I mean, Republican Democrat shit, and they was a Democrat. They Republicans now.
Damn.
But I'm gonna say this too: we don't know if it's a bunch of niggas too that's signing up to be Republicans.
Fact. Sign all voting across party lines.
The other way too. The other way too, fellas.
A lot of people don't know that you could do that. You can vote
across going for the niggas going the other way too. Yeah. So I definitely agree with that.
Because if I see that the Republican Party has something on a bill, and I read through and that's something else I think we need to start doing. Reading through the entire bill, not just for the ones that they want to put up on as for the face of the bill, like this right here.
Yeah, focus on this one. Yeah, on this part.
Focus on this one instead of the whole bill. Because I got some shit in the back that I don't want you to know nothing about. So just focus on this one right here, right now. And I think that's one of the things that voters need to start doing too, to start really paying attention to the fact that there just what they said after what that was, the January 6th insurrection, 400 new bills popped up. Well, I've been telling people for, I'm gonna say, the better part of the last 10 years, every year, new bills get written into law. at least 400 every year. Every year. 400, just think about every year 400 new laws get created just to fuck over you. And each one more intricate than the last. Because all they doing is adding on new shit to an old bill and call it a new bill. So when you, the voter, get up there to go vote at the voting poll and you see this new bill, think about the bill you had last year. What did that bill entail? And what was the key benefits that should have came out of that bill that concerns you? Because 90% of the stuff that these bills is being passed for is criminal legislature, jail reform, what new ways they could fuck over you with this so-called gun reform and gun legislatures and all that there. And don't forget, they just lifted the ban on psychedelic drugs. So now it's about to be some more shit. On top of the gerrymandering, right?
Did you explain the gerrymandering?
Gerrymandering, that's essentially what they're doing with the redistricting. That Mark Murray broke that down. That's what
I heard him talk about it earlier.
Gerrymandering, because we gonna redistrict the lines to where you don't have full power like you should. Your power gets only limited into this one voting district, and we're gonna take the majority of the rest of the voting district, and we're only gonna count those votes because you don't have enough power in this voting district to make a difference. And that's how gerrymandering works. So if they would have left the map alone as it were, before they say that the Supreme Court ruled the shit unconstitutional from the last time they redrew the map, they would not have the power they need to make none of the shit they trying to do now work, because the districts were spread out across Louisiana, and the 33.3% was in all of the areas that they need and trying to take control of. So what they said is, well, let's just draw this type of district map and say this is going to be the voting district that we want. The court's going to agree with us because we're going to use constitutional violation. The court got to agree with it. The court agreed with it. Oh, but because the court agreed with it, now I'm going to claim a state of emergency and lock out all of the early votes that came through. Those don't get counted because I'm claiming a state of emergency while we try to get this redistricting map set in place. And once we get the redistricting map set in place, then we'll go ahead and open up the polls for y'all to come out and vote. But by the time we do that, all the other shit that we needed to do gonna be done got done. So the stuff you need to be voting on, you done already lost out on buku ballots because the early votes not gonna be counted. They only gonna be looking at the votes that's coming in. And like I said, they want the ID to match the district instead of saying, well, no matter what voting poll you go voted at, you voted for who you wanted to be in the House of Representatives or who you wanted to be in Louisiana Congress or Louisiana Senate. And like I say, it's not about the local vote, because the local vote only really matters when it comes to city council. That's the only time that shit should matter if we're gonna be voting by districts, because that's the only time we see anything of district voting down here in New Orleans. It's not about the mayor or the judges or the sheriff or nothing like that. We only hear anything about district votes when it comes to city council. So why we gotta have this redistricting shit for the state of Louisiana, and we gotta have certain voting polls that we can go to? So how we know those voting booths ain't rigged to have the people who actually going in to vote democratically, how we know those booths aren't being set up for them when they hit that button to say they voting democratically, that they're not being set up to be pressing a Republican vote instead of a Democratic vote. So, while the Wizard of Oz is behind the scenes making things happen, we trying to trace down the yellow brick road in a circle, only to lead us back to the Emerald City. But yeah, man, I done took up too much time. Sada, you got anything you want run for the video? And Chop, do you have anything that you want to run?
Not really. I mean, you really talked about everything. I just had some people, a news clip from somebody explaining the redistricting and Gary Chambers.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad, P. I ain't had nothing. I was just soaking up, see what you was gonna talk about, basically.
Okay.
Listen in the background. More of a student today.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't know too much about it, so I ain't overdo nothing. I just wanted to see where you was trying to come with it. So everybody got their opinion about it. I'm still not convinced it is what they actually saying it is, but I understand why they would have people to be more aware or more into what they're trying to do. And I think if we just try to have a little more understanding about what's going on instead of automatically putting labels on it, people have a better understanding, so yeah.
All right. Okay, Chop, take it away, brother. What you got? Because Gary Chambers, I gotta say this too. Gary Chambers does give some very good breakdown on what's been going on.
I got one more thing to say. I think Jeff Landry's on cocaine. Go ahead, Pete.
Why you say that, bro? He's sniffing too much?
You've been seeing them videos I've been sending you with the man
that talk
spotting people
nose,
on that.
I don't want to hear that shit. You could.
You ain't been watching them shit, Pete. I've been
real
sending.
Tell them that real shit.
Well,
you
no,
tell the nigga that talk through their nose, man. That man talk through his nose. You could tell, son. When you
I've been sending y'all the clips with the dude playing with the powder. He been catching their ass on that powder. God damn.
You're a little nosy.
Ooh, that boy came out there excited, boy. You ain't been seeing Landry?
I heard your boy already.
Go pay attention to Landry, Peter. I tell you. Pay attention to that nigga, man. You gonna see it. You gonna be like, damn, that nigga Nate played too fucking much. Remember how we saw your girl sniff that coke through the napkin on the what you call it?
Oh, with the Johnny Depp.
Remember her?
Trial, yeah.
Yeah, like certain cocaine addicts, they got certain shit that they do, Peter, and it's and it's very it's very obvious, from the eyes to the jaws to the movements to talking and all kind of shit. So you're gonna see him, trust me. Watch me, you see his ass again. You're gonna pay attention to it.
I will not speak to the details of that.
This ain't Gary Chambers yet. This General Russell from Katrina.
Journey.
Sure lives. Shout out
because
around,
of the public schools of Louisiana, I got educated to a point and made it to Southern University and spent 37 years in the United States Army defending this nation abroad and at home. What this topic brings up stirs memories of the past. A past where I caught a bus at 6:10 in the morning to go to a school in New Roads. and there was a school a mile from my house. The Supreme Court don't always get it right, because at that time it said separate but equal was good enough. And I got on that bus and passed that school a mile from my house to go a way through cane fields and cotton fields and make my way to New Road to go to school for 4 years, because the Supreme Court said separate but equal. They don't always get it right, and they didn't get it right until the issue was redressed years later. I graduated from high school in '66, and the mantra there will be judged by the content of our character, not the color of our skin. And the state constantly made improvements. And I was proud to come back to this state in 2009, to move back home, to volunteer here, to be a part of a place to help improve the state, to be a part of the commerce in this state, to be a part of communities. Look at the emotion this has stirred in this state. Is this the way we want to go into football season? Is this the way we want to go into the festivals in the fall? This is stirring memories of the past that too many of us remember. Many of you don't, but there are some here that do. And I know I get that same look when I come in this body and I say we ought to have air monitoring. Or I say we ought to protect our water. I know that look. I'm familiar with it. It doesn't scare me because we're still in a democracy. But let Louisiana lead its way out of this. We are a culturally mixed people. We may be divided red and blue, but we are culturally mixed people.
Culturally.
And that's why I enjoyed going to small towns and you see everybody on the dance floor dancing. And we come here in this body and we make laws that act like we don't get along. You go to downtown Baton Rouge and you see this entire community. You go to New Orleans and see the same thing. This is not Louisiana. I appreciate the time to speak, but the Supreme Court didn't always get it right. Let's remember that. And hopefully this legislature will end up with representation with 2 districts by Democrats. Thank you, sir. I'm a native of...
All right, hold on. I got somebody else. So how y'all feel about him growing up in the Jim Crow era and feeling like he catching a relapse, basically?
Because he is. They're giving us a taste of what was and what could potentially be to come. All because of, I'm not going to say ignorance, but
separate but equal. Looking at motherfuckers. That's what it's them motherfuckers. With that, who going along with that shit? Like Brown said, it's still the Supreme Court, P. with the dumb shit.
Yep. They don't always
bitches,
get it right.
Bruh, man, no, fuck that. They old ass shit. That shit, how that rule go with judges, be judges until they die and all this dumb ass shit. That shit gotta rock, man. Especially if y'all gonna be taking care of these motherfuckers.
Senators
they outdated. They don't know what's going on, and they making decisions based judges. Off of their time frame.
A age cap. Cause I'm like this.
They tripping, man.
How the hell we got all these highly educated people?
And highly educated my ass.
Well, look.
Institutionalized. That's what the fuck they is.
Okay,
they've been trained by institutions that taught them that this is how this shit's supposed to go. And them motherfuckers act like they ain't got a heart. Or a goddamn brain to follow.
I'm thinking this. Why we have people who go to all these schools to practice law, study law, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 that are young. Why are they not running for office? Try to push some of these old ass fossils up out the sea so that new waves could get made.
That Supreme Court shit not fair, though. That's what I'm saying, bro. That Supreme Court shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying.
How they doing that shit? I don't agree with that. Because it's too long, bro. That's too long for you to have the same ideology for you to be in office.
Sitting in office.
If shit changing, and that motherfucker still have the same ideology, what y'all expect? Like, that's what I'm saying too. Like, it's crazy work, bro. It shouldn't even be a divide. And you know why? Because both sides are not doing what's right for the people, bro. They're doing what's right for their party.
They ain't doing what's right for the party. They ain't even.
That's why Grandpa keeps saying that shit. They ain't always get it right.
They only doing it for the pockets that's involved. It ain't even about the party no more. Who got money tied and invested?
Say your name for the record.
With all this shit.
Gary Chambers, representing myself here. I am not surprised by the things that we see happening in our country today, because this is as true to America as it has always been. I was born in 1985. I'm 40 years old. A lot of times when we talk about this history, we like to go back to the 1960s, the 1800s. But when I was born in 1985, there were no black members of Congress from Louisiana. I was 6 years old when Bill Jeffers was sworn into office. I was 7 years old when Cleo Fields was sworn into office. I was 9 years old when they took him out of office. I'm 40 today, and you're still taking things from black people. Anybody who has to cheat to win is a sucker. I'm gonna say it again. Anybody who got to cheat to win is a sucker. And you continue to do this because you don't have a better vision. You don't have a better plan. You are your ancestors' children and grandchildren.
Exactly. And they're showing on their forehead.
Robbers, liars.
And niggas going along with it.
Consistently. Because you'll go to church on Sunday, tell the Lord you love him. Pray, but you ain't praying out of the same Bible I'm praying out of. Can't be. Let's Isaiah 1:17. Are you
directing this to us?
I am.
Okay. I'm asking that you don't directly. No. I'm asking that we don't be called names. I'm asking.
I didn't call you a name. What did I call you?
Liars.
Do you lie? All men lie. The Bible says that.
He said the wrong one. I tell liars, stupid ass.
Mr. Chairman, this is public comment.
Exactly.
And they call you a robber and a thief too, bitch. So I guess he be stealing, child.
Freedom of speech and expression, 100% without limitation. Mr. Chambers, put on the record your full comments, and if you see thievery, I want you to call it out. If you see something else, I want you to call it out. That's your First Amendment protection is going to be protected in this building.
I'm not going to be called names. Speak. I'm not going to be called names. All right.
You're a coward.
And what we will do is stay on the four corners of these bills.
You a coward.
The maps.
Okay. Let's do
that. If you are taking something from black people, which means we have congressional representation, am I going to be allowed to speak?
Yes. I mean, come on.
Your mic is on.
If you are taking seats from black people, which we are entitled to by the Constitution of this country, then you are a thief, in my opinion. And I'm entitled to that opinion.
I will not be
and any senator, if you offended by it, that's on you, not me.
Right.
Now, if that triggered you, Senator, then you should go to bed tonight.
Yeah, you triggered.
And when you go to bed tonight, talk to your God and ask your God to change your heart, because that's conviction right there. Conviction. That's what it was. It did something in your soul. It made you feel something. And that's what happened when black men show up.
Right.
When black men with courage, conviction, and righteousness show up, it triggers something in you. And you feel a way about it. So you try to limit us, you try to steal from us, and you think that we don't understand it. Every one of the black men we put up before you stand head and shoulders above every one of you on this committee, and you know it. And it does something in you that makes you feel inferior. So then you come with these white supremacist tactics because you have the numbers, but you don't have the courage. Because if you were really visionary leaders, you'd run against these black men with fair maps, and you get your asses whooped. Louisiana is 33% black. 33% black. We deserve We have earned, we are due 2 congressional seats. Now, if you take them from us, just know there will be a day in this state when we organize, strategize, and mobilize to take something from you. It's coming. And when you lose your House seat because you decided to be Jeff's boy, when you lose your Senate seat because you decided to be Trump's minion, remember today. Remember the people that came from your state, that you looked in their faces, that you act like what they said didn't matter to you. Because something somebody said thousands of miles away, who don't really care about any of you on this committee, to be honest.
Bro.
Nobody in that conservative party in DC cares about any of you on this city committee, other than the fact that you have the ability to take something away from black people.
Usually y'all too, dog.
Like what America should be. You'd find some courage. I don't know where y'all get it from, but you'd find some courage. You could talk to some of your black colleagues. They could tell you where the well is.
Oh, he got black colleagues.
If you find that courage, history will record you differently. Now, you may not care what history records you as. Bull Connor didn't when he was running either. Neither did George Wallace when he was the governor of Alabama. But 60 years later, nobody thinks George Wallace was a good white man. And nobody will think that you were good white men. They will think that you all were puppets who played a role for a president and got nothing out of it but thievery.
Thank you for your testimony.
Thank you for your testimony, because I don't give a shit.
Y'all see his last name, Klein Peter. You know that's the niggas with the milk. The milk food. Well, that's his family probably.
Oh.
Boycott Klein Peter.
Oh, they sure do. That's them people. Sure live them people.
With the milk.
Yeah, Chop, sure live. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about now, man. That shit struck just now.
But that's all I had, fellas, man. Thank y'all for coming through.
What you say? Oh, you ready to get off now in the middle of my shit.
Oh,
to all the people who say our vote don't count.
No, my bad.
You ain't asked me. You just went to running that bitch. Ready to go.
Shit, nigga, I'm sleepy. I gotta go to work in the morning too. But go ahead, I'm with you.
Oh, you shouldn't have been long-winded.
Congressional map for the state is in phase that means the full state.
And you did had a whole commercial break too, Peter.
And government.
Middle of the show.
Congressman says he vows to fight the map. And here is what that map looks like. This was authored by Republican State Senator Jay Morris of West Monroe. This map presents 5 Republican districts and 1 minority majority district, which Democrats believe they would hold. A map that would keep 2 minority majority districts was voted down. It would be similar to the map that was basically the reason why we're in this predicament in the first place. Now, the push to redraw the map comes after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that one of Louisiana's majority black districts is unconstitutional because it is based on race. That
only one of them
had 2 majority minority districts. And following the Supreme Court's ruling, Governor Jeff Landry halted all U.S. House races in Louisiana. And that happened as voting had already started for the party primary. The mail-in ballots had already been sent out. Thousands of them had already been sent back in. And so that's where the situation is. And so ahead of the committee meeting at the Capitol, a line formed outside the room where lawmakers were gathering. You can see the pictures and the images of those long lines for yourself right here. That meeting started Tuesday evening, late Tuesday evening, and lasted many hours. It lasted until 4:30 Wednesday morning. So a long night into the morning for dozens of people, hundreds even, who were there to give their public comment about the map proposals, and also the senators, the state senators who are on that committee giving their thoughts on it. Someone else we're hearing their thoughts about on this.
Oh, we got to get another news station.
Whose district is one of the 2 minority majority districts that is being affected by this. He released a statement saying, as Senate Bill 121 moves to the full Senate, I will be fighting to ensure those principles are not left behind. The demographics of this state demand fair representation. The history of this state demands it, and the people of Louisiana, all of them.
They digging up, motherfucker.
So that's the latest statement coming from
Cleo Field. Your boy was just talking about Cleo Field.
Minority majority districts that is being affected by the new map. And so again, the full Senate.
Yeah, they saying y'all gotta make us popular again, man.
Very soon. No date has been set just yet, but of course we're going to continue to follow this and bring you that date once it is set.
May 16th, the primary election. Our voting.
Why is all niggas Democrats though? You gotta be a Democrat if you're a nigga?
I think that's what niggas think, but niggas been changing up.
But that's what they fighting for too. It's like they saying that when they say, "Oh, is our seat," it sounds like they talking about black people. But then it's like, but it's for Democrats though, right? It's not for black people. It's for Democrats, right? Because they saying it's not enough Democrats in office, and you're taking away seats from Democrats. Well, who's to say the Democrat that you put in office is going to be white? I'm going to say, are going to be black.
It definitely ain't going to be black.
You see what I'm saying, child? Like, what the fuck is going on with, like, I understand the plight, right? Like, I understand that. But you're still voting with a party that might not vote for a black person. So how is that considered a black seat? If Chinese lady from what you call it could get the seat. That was a question, fellas. If y'all could help me, I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know.
Man, I don't.
Is it considered a black seat because another minority is in the seat, so it would be considered a seat for black people? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out too at the same time, because one minute it seemed like it's Democrat versus Republican, and then in another sense it sounded like black people versus white people.
Yeah, it look like it's black people versus white people to be. And they make it sure you ain't got another seat. Because the Baton Rouge people want that Baton Rouge seat. But they trying to merge Baton Rouge and New Orleans and make it one seat.
Which would be considered what? That's what I'm saying. Which would be for Democrat, right? Or just a black person, period.
I don't think it's going to be a black person. It's for a Democrat.
I think it's just for Democrats.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, y'all. Like, so if let's just say, okay, they give up, right, and they let them have it. What's certifying us that our Democratic Party is going to let two black people hold those chairs? What certification did we get from them to certify that that's going to happen?
We don't use the qualified people, and I get what you're saying. That's what this chick got to break down right now. How qualified she is, and they don't use her for shit, and she gonna call out Troy Carter, and then I'm done with that.
Gotcha.
Start off by saying I originally submitted in favor of this map, but seeing it now from Friday, totally different. I am a native to New Orleans, Louisiana, uptown, to be very specific. I am a two-time graduate of Tuskegee University, and I am a geospatial analyst. I'm a true scientist. I study the Earth from space. I utilize satellite data and imagery to look at people, places, things, objects, trees, nature, everything.
Damn, you damn near spy your damn self. Go ahead, girl.
I am a very disgruntled constituent of Congressional District 2. And I really want to focus, I'm going to be quick, but I really want to focus on voter suppression. That is a big issue in District 2, as well as the environmental injustice going on. I would be remorse if I did not speak to what is going on in Cancer Alley, which my family, my lineage,
Thank you a little bit. Thank you a little
all
bit.
up and down through that area. It runs through communities that have been fighting through Cancer Alley. It runs through communities that have been fighting for their lives against petrochemical pollutions, which these plants are built on former plantations. This is also signs of environmental injustice and decades of political neglect. And the way that this state has redrawn its maps has made sure that these communities never had the political power to fight back effectively. Now, I do not want y'all to miss. Upon completing my studies at Tuskegee University, my family and friends dubbed me the Uptown Hidden Figures because I started my career at NASA. And leaving NASA, I went on and took an oath to protect this nation and served my time at the Department of Defense as a geospatial analyst. So all of that to say, I know a thing or two about making maps. And this is not a fair representation of what should be going on in the state of Louisiana. But because I was trained by the best, the United States of America, which to me it is the best because my ancestors built it, I was trained to look for things that most people are gonna miss. So another political strategy that I have not heard or is not being, I don't think, told to the masses about these maps. One that is hidden in plain sight is in our census data. Louisiana counts for over 26,000 incarcerated people as residents of the prison districts where they are physically held. 66% of those people are Black. They come from communities like mine, from New Orleans, from Baton Rouge, and the river parishes. But under the current census methodology Louisiana uses to draw its maps, they are counted as residents of Angola, a whole lot of the facilities that hold them, not the communities. That inflates the population of the political power of those prison districts. Meanwhile, Black communities that they actually come from.
What's your
Dion Blanks.
Dion
I would like to start off by saying I originally submitted.
Oh Lord, wait. Well, she was gonna go on to say that's a short version of the video. I thought the whole video was gonna play.
Now that was sneaky though, like she's saying, like that is a sneaky tactic to use to get more votes in your area.
People, yeah, but felons can't vote.
Of course they can't.
Well, if you gotta be at a federal jail now,
they're slaves. I thought you were talking about in jail.
You can't vote anyway if you're in fucking jail.
No, but they still taking them people votes though. That was the girl saying.
They still count them.
They registered niggas as Angola.
They still count them as part of the city. That's
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like if I take you,
they count them as Angolan. They not using them people address.
Yeah.
Yeah. From where they from for the shit. So hey man, that is a very sneaky tactic.
I mean, by law, they housing.
You gotta. You got.
Go down the law, it's right.
I think it's said by law they housing.
I'm just being real.
I don't know, Shot. You might be right, so I don't know how it goes.
The way the law set up.
Like I said, they won't play this little game, this white black game with people. Y'all gotta know y'all shit, blacks.
How that
black people. You gotta know your shit.
How that y'all already know how that.
Them motherfuckers find loopholes to do shit.
Think about it like this: what your probation officer give you if you violate parole? What's the first thing you get?
Time.
When you violate parole?
Yeah, if you violate parole, what's the first thing your probation officer give you?
Damn, I don't know. I ain't never been on parole.
90 days.
I thought they just go to jail.
You're gonna get 90. Yeah, you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna get 90 days. 90 days is enough time for you to be considered a resident somewhere else. See what I'm saying?
The time frame being in there, yeah.
Hold your ass in that motherfucker. Now they got a chance to decide. All right, we done held this bitch for 90 days. Now we can decide whether we gonna ship them or we gonna just let them go home. Sometimes they let you go home because they know you're gonna get caught again. So they bring your ass back in there. Yeah. They know you're gonna get caught again. Like, oh, some real shit. It all makes sense now that I've gotten older and broke it down. Like, that's what they hit you with them 90 days. And I'm telling you, with them 90 days, you somewhere else, you got to start registering. Most cities, you got to register as a person of their parish. And you could do your 90 days in Orleans Parish. They don't even got to ship you for them 90 days. They might ship you for them 90 days. You never know, but it's up to them. But they got you for 90 days. They definitely got you for 90 days.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand when niggas get that. When niggas do get that power chop, bro, and you know people be rallying behind them to be the first black person to do that shit, bro. And they go up there and fumble the ball, bro. That shit look a certain type of way, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That shit look crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That shit looks crazy, bro. Cause it takes away from them or other people understanding what we be talking about when niggas go right up there and sell us out, bro. Like these niggas lying about it. Damn niggas ain't going through nothing. Look at this motherfucker then got in office.
I think y'all remember
and turned into a freak nigga.
I had to show Klein Peter. I might as well.
Just crazy work, though. Just some of that shit just I don't be understanding, bro. Like, god damn, bro. What is it? But I learned, like I said, I learned about certain things. A lot of these people get trained to be agents and shit. Even us as a people, you know. So
that's what I think Jim Morris.
We gotta be careful with all that type of shit too.
I think I definitely think Jim Morris
I doubt it, but I don't.
Is it more than 20% African American?
Like, I don't think he even knows what he's doing.
Or I don't know if you have the data in front of you. Just tell me. I don't know.
I think you should know, shouldn't you?
I don't know that.
This man, yeah.
we should care that much about race. Honestly, I think that's the whole point of the Calais decision. Is you're not supposed to use race in determining these maps.
So if you're not supposed to focus on race, then what
that's
do you
stupid to say, white man.
Is very racist to have legislation that eliminates Calvin Duncan, that eliminates the number of black judges in the city of New Orleans, that is now intended to reduce the number of congressional black leadership in the state of Louisiana. What do you do to those accusations that say, Senator Morris, this looks mighty racist of you?
I would say they're wrong.
Senator Morris, I'm trying to understand.
How ignorant he is. Nigga ignorant.
Correct.
Currently, we have 4 congressmen from Louisiana who are white Republicans, and we have 2 African American Democrats from Louisiana, in our 6 delegation total. Correct?
Yes.
That man ignorant.
Your bill, you have 3 bills. 2 of them reduces the number of African American congressmen down to 1, and then the 3rd bill reduces both of them. And you call it a 6-0 map. Is that a fair understanding of it?
Others have called it that. I didn't draw it with that intention to draw 6-0 left race out of it.
But that's essentially how they're described. 2 of the bills reduce the African American Congress people from Louisiana from 2 to 1, and another bill is intended to go from 2 all the way down to 0.
No, it's intended to comply with the Supreme Court in Calais, of which one of the maps was clearly approved and was not subjected to any successful challenge.
Let me ask it this
2022 map.
Maybe I'm asking it wrong. I'm just trying to get an understanding of what the bills do. If I'm looking at your Senate Bill 121 and I'm looking at Senate Bill 130, both of those pieces of legislation will reduce the number of African American congressmen and congresspeople in Louisiana from 2 to 1.
Maybe, maybe not. It might reduce the number of Democrats, but not necessarily African American.
Okay, if I look at
Senate Bill 121, that's what I was asking. Isn't it true
there's only one district that will be majority African American if I look at Senate Bill 121?
I can't remember
I can give you a copy of it.
The racial makeup, but that may well be the case. But
and also, if I look at the other bill, if I look at
that doesn't prevent an African American from winning any one of those seats.
Okay, well, let me ask it differently. If I look at Senate Bill 121, you would agree with me. There's only one seat that's majority African American. If I look at Senate Bill 121, correct?
I'll take your word at that.
And if I look at Senate Bill 130, there's only one congressional seat that's majority African American. Do you agree with me?
I do not doubt that.
And then if I look at the other map that you presented, Senate Bill 116, there's not a single majority African American congressional seat in the state of Louisiana. Isn't that true?
I'll take your word for it. Probably is.
And so if we were passed, if this body would have passed Senate Bill 116, there would be no majority African American congressional seats in the state of Louisiana. And if either your other two bills were passed, we'll be reduced to just one majority African American congressperson in the state of Louisiana. Right?
Perhaps, yes.
I asked you earlier whether or not the people need to be concerned about your legislation. Isn't it true you have legislation that has reduce the number of judges for the Greater New Orleans area at the appellate court level? I believe you have legislation that's reduced 2 judges at the Fourth Circuit.
Yes.
I believe you have another bill that's pending that reduce a number of judges at the district court level. I believe it's at least 5 to 7, perhaps even more district court level judges that you're seeking. You have a legislation to eliminate at least 5 to 7 district court judges, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Hey, Congressman, Senator, I may just on behalf of the chair encourage us to stay on these 3 map bills.
It is because we're looking at the intent.
He done got mad. He chewing his partners up.
Author has authored legislation
dog food,
that has already eliminated, is intending to eliminate 2 appellate seat judges from the city of New Orleans. And now we have legislation that's intended to eliminate 5 to 7 district court judges. And I would like to also, my next question is, isn't it also true you've already passed legislation that's went to the governor, that's been signed by the governor, that eliminated the seat of Clerk Calvin Duncan? Isn't that also true?
Well, we consolidated the clerks because
so now
the parish of Orleans had 2 clerks and every other parish had 1.
And so now you want to reduce the number
of... It made sense for everybody to be treated the same.
And so now you want to reduce the number of African-American congressional representation in the state of Louisiana.
White people, something
else. Either one of
your
bills are intended
that's
to
not
do.
the intent.
That's not the intent, but that would be the outcome.
Maybe not.
The outcome, the fruits of your tree shows racism. I mean, don't you see it?
Well,
My name is Marcos.
Look like
and today I'm
plums.
going to tell
Look like
you
a
more
plum
about
tree.
multi-ball.
Look bruised and
Multi-ball is an interactive device for physical gaming and sports
that
can be installed on any.
Even if that ain't the MO the way he was
racist
tearing him up,
of that nature.
He showed his
absolutely
hand
not.
on.
Of course, Senate Bill
sounds like y'all up to
197,
some
which
racist
reduces
shit.
the number
If y'all
of
like,
appellate
the
court
way he tear
judges,
you up,
eliminates the division
saying the right
currently
shit.
held by Roland Belsom, and he's white. I mean, I didn't pick anything because of race, and moreover,
out of the number of judges,
all it did
out
was
of the number of
judges, most of whom are all African American anyway. It's going to leave African American. The purpose of that legislation was to reduce the number of judges because there are twice as many in Orleans Parish relative to the rest of the state.
Out of the 11 judges that you're seeking to eliminate, can you tell me how many are African American?
How many are?
Yeah, y'all ain't had to get rid of the 2 niggas.
That's what 11 or so judges you're seeking to eliminate. How many are African American? How many are black?
In criminal district court?
In of your legislation, how many seats are held by African Americans? You've already eliminated Calvin Duncan's seat. That's an African American, right?
He's being replaced by an African American, though.
We had 2 clerks, right? We had Chelsea Napoleon and we had Calvin Duncan, and you passed legislation that eliminated one of those seats, correct? So you eliminated that 1 seat. Then you have legislation to eliminate 2 appellate court judges, one of whom is African American. Then the next question on the district court judges, how many of them are black?
I would guess most of them.
And so now you have legislation that's intended to reduce the number of black congressional leadership. You think it's just pure coincidence that you don't even know the percentage of African Americans in your district, but yet you go around the state trying to eliminate positions of leadership held by African Americans? What do you respond to people that think that you have something personally against African Americans?
I can't help what people think, but I know
Hey,
this.
bro, well, guess what?
Ain't
no too many people gonna think somebody set you up.
I want to hear from the public.
And I think that's what we want to do is give fair opportunity to hear from the public as well and center our comments on these bills that are available for discussion today.
Yeah, all right, P. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop letting them up.
You good, man. Okay, well, folks, we had a lot of good information we presented to y'all tonight, man. Don't forget to, when you get that voting poll, read the goddamn ballots, because it's important. We gotta get away from that old school way of thinking. Like, you know, I got a neighbor, just because I told her I voted Republican one time, she called me a Trump thumper. I'm like, what?
We gotta stop doing it to our people too. Bro. If we gonna get everybody together, we gotta get everybody together, bro. I think that's the problem too, bro. We gotta find common ground with each other. Just it seems like we're more divided than them if we looking at what everybody's showing us. So.
You know,
and who knows how true that actually is? You see what I'm saying? But if these stereotypical things is out there, like I was just saying about your boy on the seat, but bitch, people not gonna just take your word for it. This shit do look racist, nigga. So what you think people gonna say? You talking about you ain't worrying about what people think? Yes, you do. That's how you got in office, sir. The hell? Don't tell me nothing stupid at the same time, bro. I ain't trying to help up for yourself. Like, you gonna look weird, bro. You look weird. You ain't take nobody else's seat, like the man said. These are two seats that just so happen two black people had. And now y'all having all this debate about the shit. All of a sudden, you had to debate about nobody else. So that dude look a certain type of way, dog. Even if you act like you didn't mean to and all this crazy shit, whatever. But you gotta explain yourself. And if you act like you don't feel like doing all that and it's a waste, okay, well now you look racist because you don't give a shit. you don't give a shit. So I'm gonna base you off that, bro. I'm not about that's how they go. But I digress, man. We could be.
Once again, people.
They gonna act like we holding him up, boy.
Nah, I'm just saying.
I should have ended this motherfucker on a commercial break.
Check the ballots, read over it. You know what I'm saying? Keep everything in order, man. Investigate, research your candidates that's running for lead office, so you know what they look like, what they do when they push through time and stuff like that. Find out what their political beliefs are, you know, what they stand on, as my brother said some years ago. We got a good little road ahead of us, man. And 2028 ain't but 2 years around the corner. If you want to make a move to get some shit handled, you could do it right now. They already got a political a petition going around to recall Jeff Landry. And like I told people, if that's the case, then we need to have not just Jeff Landry, the lieutenant governor.
Hey, black people, how about this? Go for some of those other seats that they say white people holding. Go for them.
I mean, if the Chinese lady was able to do it, we should be able to do it. Son.
You feel me, Chuck? Go get the rest of the seats, y'all. Fuck it.
And she was
eliminated 2. Go get 7.
Republican. She did both of them. But...
Yeah, Vote your people in. Get the 7. Get all the seats. Get it popping.
Right.
Get it. Y'all done already let them change it. You know, let them take it.
Nah,
my bad. Go ahead.
I be wanting to know, like, what's the criteria to be running for some of these seats?
Nothing.
Because some of them motherfuckers be still having to consult with the lawyer that come with their seat. Like, each one of those seats got a lawyer that advise them on what to put forth as far as they bill and this and that and what the law say about it and how they do. So if you a lawyer and you gotta have a lawyer to tell you about the seat you fucking holding, then what was the requirement that you ran that allowed you to be a part or run for that seat? I know certain things down here, like in order to run for any type of political office down here, you have to be a resident of the city for at least 5 years or more. Okay, so I get that. So what's the requirement to run for city council? I mean, that's
shit. Look it up. Right quick.
Shit like that. But yeah. So I'm gonna just pass it along, man. I'm crashing. You know, shit like that. Man. Go ahead, get out of here. Anybody got anything else they want to say? Any final thoughts for the night?
Man.
Now we following you, player.
You in touch, man.
Well, thank you. Thank you, King 365, DD504, Peaches, Cop Season. Thank y'all for jumping in. Keeping us occupied tonight.
Shout out to my loyal listeners, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, thank you everybody for jumping in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Tell somebody. Keep those comments coming in, man. Join us next week for another good episode of Talk With. I am your host, P. On the spot.
Top Tracks in the building.
Side Child 17. I'll let y'all later, man.
And we out of here. Peace. Keep an eye on the ballots, folks. Go out and vote.
You got till 2028.
Trying to get it done in 2026. So I got all that. Later, y'all.